So, is that better? No, that's beautiful.
You have makeup on.
I know, and I'm not used to it. I'm not used to wearing lipstick, and it's like too much. It's not me. It's not me.
I know. I put mascara on. I'm like,
Are you ready? I brought something for you girls today.
You did?
you brought a fart gun! On the bright side, I'm going to fast forward through all this. So they won't hear this, but that's okay. They're going to be seeing us with a fart gun. That'll be awesome.
With the little chipmunk noise.
You guys, there was not supposed to be any laughing and carrying on because I can't smile. So it's supposed to be totally serious. So.
Sorry. So Nicholas has a particular favorite, and so when he plays with this, he cycles through them.
Oh,
There's multiple farts.
who
Okay.
else has a fart gun
Well, lots of kids
as a prop?
Oh, as a prop.
For
Podcast
podcast.
Podcast prop. All right, are we starting?
Yeah. Welcome to the Fiber Friends podcast.
Hello. Welcome back.
It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah, welcome.
Episode
11.
11. I can't believe it.
I
can't
know.
either.
So fun. I love doing this. I love seeing my friends. I like seeing you. So this is awesome.
It is fun, yeah. Welcome to old subscribers and new viewers if you're just finding us. Welcome to the crazy show. We're kind of little
crazy.
Weird. Crazy.
We're
Fun.
enthusiastic.
Fun. We'll use the word fun.
Enthusiastic. Fart guns
Fun.
and inappropriate humor.
And knitting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the knitting.
Lots of
Knitting.
Lots of
Right.
knitting.
It's
If
a
you can
knitting
tell by the
podcast.
table, there's a fair amount of bags here.
It's knitting.
there will be knitting.
now. I
There will
know.
be knitting today.
We have a lot of knitting to talk about today. We have a lot of everything to talk about today.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be really
grab a
fun.
cuppa. I don't care what it is.
Today is going to be a marathon.
Pick your poison.
Poor
Yeah.
Adrienne has to edit.
I know.
It's going to be a marathon.
Hopefully we're not too ridiculous and it doesn't do...
That's why I pulled out the fart gun early so that you could put it in the beginning and edit it all out. Because I knew it was ridiculous. I knew it would be fun, but I thought if I pull it out in the middle, things could get
Crazy.
really silly.
Yeah.
Well, like that's never.
That's going to stop us, right?
I know.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I'm going to put all our junky details down here. Or down there.
Yeah.
Some down there.
I liked how fast you had it scroll.
I know. Everyone knows. Boom.
I'll put some
Yeah.
crap down here.
It's in the show notes. It's fine. So I'm Adrienne.
Not
Yes.
yet. Okay, I'm Caroline.
Right.
What's my name? What's my name?
Yeah.
All right. So, do we have any stories? What should we talk about first? I think first thing we have to talk about
had
is
a big event
we did.
last 2 weekends, ago.
Can you believe this time 2 weeks ago we were frantically trying to make our way
No, I can't.
Oh.
Because it was insane. But
It
it was
was
so much
It was busy.
fun.
We had such a fun weekend. Like, not just the fair itself and
But being
meeting-
together.
Yeah.
And Kathy was with us the
Oh,
whole
no.
weekend.
It was nice.
And we got to see a bunch of people that
We
we
did.
knew and new friends.
We met some people.
And
We ran into Zigzag Stitches in the elevator.
We did.
We
And
did.
we said, "We know who you are." And she says, "Oh, I know who you are."
that was fun.
We thought
Hi,
that was
Catherine.
crazy. That was crazy. Gorgeous bag.
Yeah.
She's a gorgeous bag lady.
We like our bag ladies.
Yeah.
We like them
And
all.
Tarsha's a bag ladies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was fun.
It was
It was
so
really
fun.
fun.
It was so busy. I made the, I was going to say euphemism, but it's not a euphemism, comparison to a clown car. And it really was like a clown car. I mean, we were jammed in there and there were so many people coming through the door
Yeah.
that it
It was just.
all
one after
day
another after
long.
I
another.
know. I didn't do any shopping.
I didn't.
Because it's not entirely true. But
That's
quickly.
because you made a new friend.
I did. I totally made a new friend because, you know, a few of the vendors were walking around before the show and I was chatting with Kathy and all of a sudden somebody reached over my head and grabbed a bag off the display and this little voice behind me said, "I have to have this." And it was Well, I call him Joe, but his name is Lewis
So,
Rename people
How-
randomly.
from
how
Dragon
did you,
Strings.
Okay, yeah. So how did you
End up
start
calling
calling
him
him Joe?
Because I thought that's what he told me his name was, Joe. So I thought I heard Joe, but it wasn't Joe. It was Lewis.
Lewis.
Yes.
He
Lewis.
was very nice.
So
Totally
very nice.
understand how you got those two mixed up.
Joe.
So I call him Joe. His name is Lewis, and that is he works for his friend, and I'll have to tell you about them later because I later in the show. I beetled down to their booth, and I bought a skein from their booth, and
That'll show up in acquisition.
I didn't catch the name of his friend, and she's actually the owner of Dragon Strings, and she's the dyer as well.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll have to look it up. Anyways,
Yeah, I managed-
we'll put the information.
Yeah, I managed
later.
to take a few seconds before the show started, and I ran down to the Cozy Knitters booth, who I already own. I didn't need to buy anything because I already owned like almost everything she had. Like, that's already in my stash room. But I said hi and I fangirled a little bit, and it was great. And I meant to actually buy at least one, but I forgot to bring my credit card with me, and I never got a chance to even leave the table the rest of the day.
no.
So I felt
I
bad.
didn't even go as far as I got was going down 3 tables to see Cheryl at my needlecraft.
Yeah, my
Yeah, my
needlecraft.
needlecraft.
Hi, Cheryl.
Another beautiful bag lady.
Oh.
Gorgeous bags. Oh, she had some amazing
Amazing
fabrics this
Oh.
time. She had
There
some great
was
stuff.
one that I can still see it. It was hanging on the side.
Yeah.
And it was flowery and it had orange, and I almost I know.
Orange.
And I almost bought it, but I thought no, I'll let other people have first shot at it. And
I think she sold out
I
of her
she's,
bags.
She did well.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a really
was
good day.
a really
it was,
good day.
It was a great day.
Fun.
It was really
Lot
fun.
of fun.
And it was so fun hanging out with you.
I know, we got to
And
go up there
having my
before and
Kathy
having like
there.
the little like
Yeah.
because we went out for dinner. We got to have a little hotel room and then like a knit night in the hotel room. And
Yeah.
It was fun.
should we say what we did? It was ridiculous.
I think they can guess what we did.
Well, they would never
Well,
know.
that's pretty wide open.
Yeah.
Well, we partied. We knit.
We knit.
But
we
we
did that.
actually.
I know, it's kind of embarrassing.
It's totally embarrassing,
kind
which
of
is why we
embarrassing.
should share it.
Oh, just share it as if that's,
We watched a few other podcasts, but then we turned on our own podcast just to see how ridiculous we look because we don't really watch it again afterwards.
Only to do the show notes, which I still haven't done. Sorry.
And like I watch it when I edit it, but I don't
Yeah.
watch it kind of
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
way through. And
Yeah.
so
We watched it like you guys watch it.
and we laughed just as much the second time. It was so
Oh
ridiculous.
my God. Like, we were tired.
Yeah, we were really
so
punchy and
tired.
tired.
But everything was funnier the third time.
well, and
We were-
especially because we knew it was coming up. We're like, oh,
And-
just wait.
and poor Kathy was sitting there, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. But it was so funny. We had a fun time.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was-
these girls, I look over and they're asleep. They're asleep, and so I got out of bed and I went over and I turned off the iPad. And this one mumbles, I was still listening to it. So I said, well, I think we all have to go to bed now. Because it was like after
late.
midnight.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we were
Yeah.
so tired. And then, of course, we had to get up early the next day and get over. But you know what? We'd done most of the setup the night before.
Yeah.
So then
Thank
all we
goodness.
had to do was the fashion show blurb. And we had a fantastic entry. And
Thank you so much for that. We
I'm-
totally
I'm-
needed it.
Oh, that
I'm
was a
completely blanking on her
lifesaver.
name. I think it's Marie in the Ravelry. And again, we're going to put your name up on the
right.
screen.
She came up with.
You came through. I'm telling you.
And it was perfect. It was
perfect.
really, really good.
It was perfect. And what I didn't add in the fashion show, and what was really funny, was that at the end of her blurb that she wrote about us, she said, "Oh, I just realized that you wanted it to be funny." And she said, "Oh, well, just add something in at the end, like in bed or."
Yeah.
At the end of
Or-
every sentence.
That's what she said at the end of every sentence, and so that was really.
So we
funny.
giggled.
That was
great.
really
Oh.
funny. So I sent her a little bag
Aw, that's
because
nice.
she
So
bought a
thank
kit,
you.
and so I popped in an extra drawstring there to say thank you
Oh.
because it was really.
And
It
we
saved
needed
our
it.
bacon that morning.
Yeah, our
because then
brains
we
were
didn't-
not functioning.
We
fully.
had our
No.
Tim Hortons, and we were just able to write it out on the thing. And the fashion show went really well. You watched it, right? I saw the
I
photographs
snuck
from
out.
it, and yeah, it was really fun
It
to
was
see
really good.
your product on a model and, you know, walking down and showing the shawl and the bag and
the shawl. Yes, because we had the match. She was carrying the matching bag and the shawl.
It was pretty cool.
And the little blurby was perfect for the amount of time that she walked around.
Yeah. We had a lot of comments afterwards.
Yeah.
About how they said such nice things about your kit, and that was really nice.
It was. And as the model was walking around the outside, people were really looking at the stitch and the color, oohing and awing over the color of the yarn.
There are still about 10 kits in the shop. Just saying, you may hear a few times during the episode today that we're still trying to sell a few kits. So,
I think I'm going to buy one.
You're going to buy a kit?
Yeah.
All right then.
It's orange. It's the bag.
I know. It's
I think my smile's getting better.
Yeah. You're still a little lopsided on the one. You should explain.
I should explain because people are probably looking and thinking, what is wrong with her? I went to the dentist this morning and the freezing's coming out. So I know every once in a while check my smile. Yeah. It's getting better, I think. It's not quite as...
Yeah. It's
so maybe by the...
It's better. At least you can still talk.
So I was going to say, like, strict rules that this had to be totally serious. No laughing.
But then she realized who she was talking to.
Not
well, then you pull out a fart right off the back. So I thought, okay, I can talk. See, if I just talk,
it
doesn't really look noticeable. So as long as there's no smiling, no laughing, no giggling.
No smiling.
That's it.
Just
serious
business. I can't do that. I am not serious.
Oh well. We'll do a smile check at the end of the episode and see if I'm back to normal.
We'll see at the end what she can do. Okay.
Yeah.
Knitting.
We got lots of bags here.
Do we want to do some shout outs to the people that we had dinner with?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That was so much fun.
By the end of the day, we were exhausted. The 4 of us were just done, and the show ended at 4:30, and at 20 after 4, we had 2 little angels show up and be like, what do you need us to do? So we really want to send a huge shout out to our codependent knitters. Don and Lisa, they just tell us what to pack, and I'm like, I love you. And they helped us schlep everything out to the cars.
They hadn't left. They were still at the fair.
They were there all day.
They were there all day long.
They're smart. They did lots of shopping, and they were very fortunate. They brought lunch, and they had a good time. Yeah. But it was so appreciated when we came out to
We got out of there super quick.
Yeah,
because
so thank you so much.
Yeah, we had lots of help.
And then we went to Moose Winooski's in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Yeah.
And we met up with Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
And Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. Heidi has a cross-stitch podcast.
Yes,
just a little shout out for Heidi.
Yeah.
It's called Stitching 1/2, and she's adorable. You'll love her. So it was Heidi Stitching podcast, and then it was us crazy people and codependent knitters, and then we had Caroline. We had our fangirl.
I know, it was wonderful.
We had a whole table full. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was lovely to be able to sit and chat with everyone and
I think we need to tell Heidi's story. Because
which one?
Well, the one how she ended up coming out for supper.
Oh yeah,
because we had never met. Well, you knew her through Instagram.
I knew her through Instagram. That's
so, and you.
I didn't know she existed.
We didn't. No, sorry, Heidi. Sorry, Heidi. So we had never met, but you had just met. She came to the booth.
She came to the fair. She came to the fair, and then she came to the booth so that we could meet in person because we'd been chatting over Instagram for a while. And it's really funny, you know how you have one of those reactions to someone when you meet them for the first time. And when I saw her, my first reaction was, oh, she's tall like me. She's tall like me. And then other than that, it was like she was exactly who I thought she was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, she was lovely. She was just so excited to see all of us.
Sweet.
And yeah. And like
and Caroline was just who I thought she was going to be. So, you know, it's so fun on Instagram when you feel like you make these weird connections and you don't really know each other in real life. But then actually meeting them, you're like, I do know you. I do know you.
You know
so
them.
if kind of you can see online dating, I could totally see how it works.
No, I think that's totally different.
Got some stories?
No.
Oh.
No.
All right then.
But I think that's what Heidi's husband was kind of thinking.
Oh, yes.
Because she went home.
That's right.
Not that it was a dating thing, but it was like weird, like a dating thing.
Yes.
Because you invited her to come.
So she came at like 3:30, right? Like an hour or 4 before the show was over.
Yeah.
And you invited her to come in.
I invited her to come to dinner.
So she
It
goes
was like
home.
a hookup, right?
Yeah. So she goes home, talks to her husband, and says, "Sorry,
There's a booty call. I gotta go."
yeah, I'm going out with my new friends
Going
for
out with
supper."
my new friends. And he said, "Are you sure you're good with that? Are you sure you know these people? Like,
He's like, "When did
who
you meet
are
them?"
these people?" So you're going out to dinner with friends that you just met
At the show.
At a knitting show an hour ago. So
And she came, and it was wonderful.
I
She
know.
was lovely.
So Heidi's husband, we appreciate you letting her come out to dinner.
Yeah.
We're perfectly acceptable. And she liked us.
That's debatable.
Well,
No, she didn't use the
liked
word
us.
normal. She just said we're acceptable.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah, not
Acceptable.
normal. We're knitters and stitchers,
I
and
know.
yeah,
We're wonderfully
how can
unique.
you not be when you're friends with people on Instagram? It's just
Whew.
Crazy pants.
All right, you know what we need to start talking about?
Knitting.
Knitting.
Yes.
All right, finished objects.
Crickets.
Hey, do you have any finished objects?
well. I didn't really think I did, but then Caroline says it counts.
Totally counts.
So yes, I do.
She has a hoe. I was going to make you say it. You have a hoe.
I will not say it.
That's the reaction I
I
got
will
last night
not
when I
say
said it to her. You've got a hoe. And she said,
Do you want-
So
do you want a
remember,
blocker?
Yeah, sock blocker.
Yeah. So remember, I found that sock, or Caroline found that sock for me.
I did.
Well, I transferred it into my little.
It's an on-the-go tote.
I know
That's an
these are
on-the-go tote.
sweet, and I love this
They
fabric.
went like hotcakes at the show.
they're
Because
awesome.
we've like sold maybe 2 or 3 since we first put them on the thing. But I had them at the show, and because people could actually
Well, you were
see
wearing
them,
them,
and I was
knitting
wearing
everyone.
when I was knitting, and yeah, they sold really well.
So see, I found a partly done sock. So
And
I
you finished it.
Holy moly! All right,
So I
that's
just
really
have
cute.
and that little drop stitch we saw in the
And
podcast.
you saved
Well,
it.
I have to fix it, but he's sitting there.
That
But he's
counts.
done. And then I started sock number 2.
if you're gonna
Actually,
make
you
me
did
follow
quite
the
a bit.
soft blocker, we have to use it.
Okay,
You did quite a bit on the second one too.
I did. I'm
Oh,
ready
yeah.
I'm ready to do the heel.
It's a lot.
I was really trying to get the whole pair done, but then I got caught up with my
Oh,
brioche.
it looks great.
Woo!
Look at
Look
that. Hey.
My God, I have a finished sock. Yes.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh,
That's
looks
wonderful.
good.
Yeah, that looks good.
that looks really
I
good.
wore my one sock to the fair. I have 2 finished socks that are not a pair, and I wore them.
Good for you.
I did.
Start a new trend. Maybe matching socks are overrated, right? Like,
Totally.
Really.
That's how Nicholas likes to wear his socks, is
those
unmatching.
kids
That looks
do.
really good.
Yeah, that
It does
is
look good, doesn't
really
it?
nice.
Nice yarn. I love
Yeah,
the color.
I did that just for you.
I appreciate it. I love it.
that's
So
really nice.
maybe next time we podcast,
might have a whole bow.
You might have
I
a
will
faux.
have a
Oh, how exciting!
finished pair of socks is what I will have.
So I do not have a finished object. And you know what? I actually spent some time thinking about this last night, because when I went home after we talked, I was super bummed that I didn't have a finished object. And I thought, normally I'm not bummed that I don't have a finished object, and why am I feeling this way? And it was because of the podcast. It was because I was feeling that pressure that I never seem to have finished objects. And then I thought, but that's not me. Like, I do finish things, but
You-
I am a process maker.
And you also choose really large projects.
Everything,
Yeah,
like your cross
yeah,
stitching, your knitting,
yeah.
you do. You don't
But
pick
that's-
little.
But the thing is, for me, all of my joy and pleasure comes in the making.
Yeah.
It's not, I'd say the 10% is the finished product.
Yeah.
Like, I have finished knitted projects, and half of them I don't wear I don't wear them.
Yeah.
They sit in my closet
Mm-hmm.
because it's the making. And I think about all of these projects that I have on the go right now. I am learning so much. And
Isn't
when
that
my
the best?
life is so crazy and so busy, and I can pick up this project when I want mindless knitting, and I can pick up this project when I want to be reminded of my friends, and I've got sock pattern and yarn from, my best friends, and I've got another sock that's just mindless that I can knit and while I'm talking or on the treadmill, and then I'm knitting a sweater for Nicholas, and I've learned short rows on Josh's shawl that I then used in the sweater. Increases that I learned on Lisa Much's shawl, make one left, make one right. I'm using them in my sweater. And that to me. And then I thought,
Good.
I don't really care that I don't have a finished object.
Well,
I felt really good about that then. And it turned the whole thing around. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Good.
That's good.
oh, we don't
So
keep
no
us
FOs for
sad.
me.
That's okay.
That's all right. Thanks. So,
Long
you
as
do
you're
though.
having fun.
I do. I have one and kind of a second. So I'll show the first one first.
Kind of a second.
I'll show you in a minute.
Does that mean it's a hoe?
No
So
woes.
it's not a hoe. So,
It's not a hoe.
I'll explain.
Okay.
So,
sock blocker time again.
sock blockers.
Oh, your faded ones.
Yes. So my
Oh,
how I
that's
roll.
right. Okay. So you were
I was
half
on
done
the
the second one last
Right.
episode,
I had just finished the heel on the second one last episode. So this time I have a pair.
Oh.
Yay!
Those are really cute.
Yeah, they turned it really well.
Is your sock box full yet?
Boxo socks.
My
Did
box is
you?
full? It's
you
getting
got
close.
a box
Yes.
for your socks.
It's getting close.
Look at
Getting
that.
good. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with
Awesome.
them.
Those look really good.
Yeah. So they're very comfy
Look at
and
that
cozy.
color.
Love those.
Look at that color change up there.
It's so pretty. The purple and the blue on top.
And
I love it.
I actually took notes. I took a lot of notes so that the fading would be really similar, but it's different because the yarn, of course, I can't control.
This
Yeah,
purple is hazelnuts, right?
Yes.
Because, sorry.
The front and the back are both hazelnuts.
Oh, okay. Because you know what? I'm looking at it and it's very similar to the purple that I did my hitchhiker, the leading men
Yes, the
fiber.
royalty color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's close to that.
Beautiful, eh?
She
Love
has
it.
a
Nice.
little more variegation in it, but they're stunning.
Yeah. they're really pretty.
Cute. Yay, cute.
Sucks for me.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Good. So what's the kind of sort of
Kind of, sort of.
finish?
Kind of sort of finish.
So, it's that time of year.
I'm gonna say that time of month.
Well,
Where are you going with
also
that?
true.
What did
but
you
still,
knit? Sorry.
You can't take her anywhere. It's the time of year where you want to knit blankets. I want to knit blankets
All the time.
all the
day
time.
long.
I want to knit all my blankets, and I have like 5 or 6
I
blankets
can
on the
give
go.
you tomorrow to finish
No.
off if you'd like.
I have 5 or 6 blankets on the go. So I started thinking about blankets, and then I realized it was September, and September is a very difficult month for me. My mom passed away 4 years ago next week, and so today I thought, for the first time in several years, I pulled it out and I brought in something to show. It was the very last crochet project I did
Oh,
while my mom was ill.
I
was not
remember.
I was not a knitter at that time. I was still just a crocheter. And so when my mom was ill, she was cold all the time. So I crocheted her. It was supposed to be a full Afghan, but because she was deteriorating so quickly and I wanted her to have it, it ended up being a bit of a lapgan size. And the moment I gave it to her, she pulled off the shawl that she was wearing and she wrapped it around her and she wore it all day, every day, until the day she passed. And so I brought it in today.
Oh, I remember you making this.
Sorry.
Oh,
That's okay.
love it.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
her favorite color was green. So it's just a big giant.
Why don't you
Granny
tell the
square.
podcast world her name?
My mom's name is Tony.
Tony loved butterflies,
Yes, she did.
and she loved her daughter.
And she loves
Very
Okay,
much.
you're
And
gonna
I
make
used-
me cry.
And that's one of the reasons I don't stitch as much as I used to, is because 90% of what I stitched, I would give to my mom. I actually just recently rehung a really big stitched piece, butterfly forest. It's all these butterflies with a forest behind it. In my house, it's the first time it's been hung up since my mom passed, and I brought it home again. So I couldn't even look at it, and now I see it every day. But
Well, that's nice.
sorry,
I know. You're making me cry.
sorry guys. But you know, it's that time of year where I especially want to remember her. I remember her every day, but
Oh my goodness.
this is the first time it's been out of its box in 4 years since I brought it home.
Oh,
I think you should wear it. You're wearing green.
That's one of the reasons I wore green today. So
It's 35 degrees.
I know. I do not want to die.
I am wearing knitwear.
You
This
can take
is-
that off. But yeah, so it's just a really simple granny square.
I love that you
Beautiful.
brought this today.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
Beautiful.
I remember you making this.
It's the first thing I ever blocked. And it's funny too, because I actually have more of the yarn. So I keep debating whether or not I want to make it bigger.
I don't think you should.
I can't.
I don't think you should. You shouldn't
Just leave
change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll just stay
It
like
is
this.
what it is for a very special reason, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's perfect
So
the way it is.
yeah, that was my
I
crochet.
love it.
So look, I really can crochet.
Ta-da! Crochet.
And a pretty little Louise. Sorry, we'll hide your walking away for
I'm
your
just
eyes.
hide. I'm just.
There you go.
I'm behind
See,
you.
we do a little bit of crochet on this podcast.
Oh. Wow.
Good time to give a little shout out to hi Craig.
Craig's Crochet Creations. My new best friend. Oh, I love
She
him.
keeps rejecting us and finding new best friends.
You
I don't know
have
why.
new friends
No,
all the
no,
time.
We just collect more.
All my friends are my best friends.
I don't feel that special anymore.
I have special best friends. And then
Dig.
I know, totally digging. Okay. He is we met on Instagram. Craig's Crochet Creations, through my other best friend Faye, Crochet Circle Podcast.
Look, Faye, aren't you proud of me? Look at the crochet. Crochet.
I still haven't learned how to crochet, but I'm getting there. I have a hook
working
and
on
yarn and a pattern.
I can crochet. Yeah,
So
you
close.
bought Faye's book.
Yeah, I did, and I have her other pattern, the Doppio Coliseum one that I need to learn how to do. So Craig had left Faye a comment saying how much he'd loved watching her podcast, how nice it was to see another Scottish podcast. Craig is also Scottish. And then he said,
Ooh, he'd have a nice
And-
accent.
I'm getting there.
Oh.
I haven't heard his accent, but anyway.
Okay.
So Faye said, well, you should, here's a few other podcasts to try. And one of them was Fiber Friends. And so I jumped in and I said, yeah, we're kind of funny and you might enjoy the show and blah, blah, blah. So then we just started chatting every once in a while and I followed his page and he followed my page. And it was when he made a comment. Oh, I started looking. You have to go and check out his Instagram feed because he has made this amazing blanket, this crochet blanket.
What's his name? What's his
Craig's
Craig's?
Crochet Creations. Okay. And so
Nice,
he
you're
made
gonna-
this blanket and it's all different colors and it has 3D flowers and butterflies all over it. And I started reading the comments on it because I'm like, this is astonishing. And it was a commissioned piece to hang in the window of a local shop. And then I find out he's only been
He just popped up.
He's only been crocheting since last November.
That's ridiculous.
Less than a year. So then I'm looking through and I'm like, this is
Holy
crazy.
smokes.
And then I see some knitting. And so I click on the knitting picture. And he says, oh, well, not bad for my first knitting project. It's Fair Isle.
Is it this red one?
Yeah. Can you see that? Because it's totally blowing out. Look at. Oh my God, we can't. There. Look at. That was
That's his first knitting
That was
project?
his first knitting
Oh
project.
my gosh.
I
Craig,
love
you're
you and hate you
amazing.
all at the
He's
same
amazing.
time.
He's amazing. I know. So then he started saying, oh, I just started watching your podcast. I'm binge watching it and I'm laughing my butt off because it's inappropriate humor and that's how I talk all the time. And so then we're chatting back and like the threads are getting longer and longer, right? And then he mentions Outlander. And I'm like, I love Outlander. And he says, well, I live 5 minutes from the studio, the recording studio.
What?
Now,
Huh.
now we're Canadian, so we would look at it. We would probably say Cumbernauld. I'm sure it's pronounced Cumbernauld. Cumbernauld. And so, can you imagine living 5 minutes from the Outlander studios, where
Can we
you
go
could just
visit?
go to the pub
Hey,
and
Craig.
maybe Jamie Fraser is in having a brew with his lovely wife. Obviously, I know that's not his real name, but.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna call him.
So then I
Sammy. don't know what his
said,
real
I'm
name
coming
is.
to visit. I'll bring yarn.
Done.
I know. So anyways,
So we can
check
tag
him
along.
out. He's amazing. And he is considering doing a podcast of his own.
Okay.
He is considering doing a podcast of
Very
his
cool.
own. And I
Well,
think
like,
we need more.
No, I'm oohing up at him in his
Yeah.
Scottish accent.
We need more
I don't care about
Scottish
drop sticks.
podcasters.
I know.
I
Just-
could listen to Faye read the phone book. So
It
more
would be
Scottish
better if
podcasters.
it was
Now, fortunately, she does not podcast reading the phone book. She actually has a very excellent podcast. Like, she's legit.
Yeah.
We're goofballs. She's legit. I mean, okay, we're more than goofballs.
No.
I am
We're very
really
talented.
digging my hole today. Holy cow.
Okay,
I'm just going to shut up
All
now.
right, so that's all our finished objects. Let's talk about works in progress.
Whips.
Right.
Oops.
They do that on purpose.
I know,
Judy.
We totally do.
It's fine.
Okay.
Because we love you so.
I'm gonna have to just pretend that I like those silly.
Well, you're knitting in the middle.
Acronyms.
Why don't you start?
Yeah.
I am working.
Is
on...
it still 12 inches long?
No.
I was 16
It
last
was-
time.
Oh, 16.
It grew.
I know.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
okay.
inappropriate.
I know.
Look at this.
Inappropriate.
You guys are bad.
You separated from
I
the arms.
Hey!
Can you see my little?
You sounded like a man there for a minute. Not you, her.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, because I'm partway through the row, you can't really tell real well. Anyways, see? Separate.
Oh, yay!
So I don't even want to
Sorry. Didn't
say
mean to
how
fill you
many.
up there.
It's okay. I don't want to say how many inches this is, but that's
It's substantial.
It's her laugh that gets me. It's that she makes the joke, and then it's the laugh afterwards that makes me laugh. It's not so much the joke anymore, it's the giggle.
All my fault.
okay.
Oh, I don't think
I
that's
divided
good.
for the front.
Is it inside out? Why is it inside out?
Because I'm only knitting on. I think this is technically the front that I'm.
Oh, you're doing
working on
short
now.
rows?
Just back and forth.
Oh,
On half the stitches.
Right.
For
of
4
course.
inch, I think it's 4 inches. Then I think there's a little shaping. I haven't read that far in the pattern.
Okay.
But I'm almost
Read the
there.
pattern from front back first before you do it. Aren't you supposed to read the whole pattern before you knit something?
That's not how Louise operates.
Maybe, but I don't. So yeah, so see, this is taking me a really long time, and I did the math just before I divided. There is 43,000 stitches
Oh my
knit
god.
on the body of this sweater.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
That is crazy.
Wow.
a lot?
It's gorgeous. I
But
love it.
It's getting there.
That is going to be
slowly.
so flattering
I
on
know.
you.
One day I will be wearing this. You will turn on the podcast, and
Louise will be in her glory.
I will
In her glory.
wearing
You
it.
touched my foot again. Stop touching my foot.
Sorry.
They're very touchy, aren't they? Boobs and feet and the whole
Well,
works.
You know, it's there.
Close quarter. I know. I'm trying to cover them.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, my sweater's just slowly in between brioching and when I need some, because when you don't want to brioche and watch TV, because we all know what that leads to.
Unbrioching?
That comes down to bad word brioche.
Yeah. So
I
I
did a
just
lot of that
been
last week.
working away on this slowly but steadily. It's good.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very wearable.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
FO.
and I'm not even, because I like knitting it.
Yeah.
I love the yarn. I just love back and forth knitting.
It's the perfect storm project.
Yeah. I love
Really
it.
nice.
So hopefully I like wearing it. I love wearing it. I want
You
to wear
will.
it no matter what.
Definitely.
What do you got?
What I have? I have a lot.
Me too. Do you want to do one or two and I'll do one
Yeah,
or two? We'll
sure.
kind of go back
Sounds
and forth.
good. Okay. I thought I was going to have an FO, but I had a lot more paperwork. And then the fair. So I didn't. I don't. But my rambling friend sock.
Hey.
Look at that.
I have a couple more inches to go before the toe, but it is coming. This is Louise's pattern.
That is beautiful.
There's a really, really beautiful lace panel on the front.
Nice.
And she did a slip stitch heel there. And a surprise little party in the back.
Yep.
Detail in the back.
That's so cute.
And this yarn,
That is beautiful.
my best friend over there made it. It's my neighbor's garden.
Now you're the best.
She
friend.
has a few in her shop, I think, at the moment.
Yes, there are several of that one in the shop.
I like that.
It is a
yarn.
beautiful, soft
I
yarn.
like it.
It feels nice. And I'm knitting it on a 9-inch 2.5 circular.
2.5 or 2.25?
I think this is a 2.5. I think they're going to be a little bit big, but I'm okay with that.
But lace tends to pull in a little bit.
Lace tends to pull in a bit, and I want these. I am not going to wear these with shoes. I'm going to wear these at home as like my teaching socks when I want cute things on my feet. Because I don't wear shoes in the studio usually. Sometimes I do, but my students will like these. They'll think they're fun. Because the colors are really beautiful.
Because they are fun.
Yeah, they are fun. I love that lace.
It's beautiful.
But this is a concentrating project. I'm a lot, now that I've done enough of it, I know which row I really have. It's row 5.
That you have to pay
6,
attention on?
5. Row 5. The lace row. Because I think if I wasn't knitting it on a circular, it would be easier. But there's like 4 SSKs in that row, and I find them really difficult on the tiny yarn and circular needle. I think if it was on a double point, I would have more torque on this hand, and I could lever it a little bit better. I do. I think I think it's actually legit, because the knit 2 together is fine, but the SSK, there's not enough pressure from this needle when I'm doing it for the way that I knit. But 4 SSKs out of 6 rounds on the whole sock, I think I can.
You can handle it.
I can handle it. Other than that, I'm loving the pattern. So this is Louise's Rambling Friends sock. And mark my words, this will be a hoe next podcast.
Well,
it will.
That's something to look forward to.
It might be the only finished object I have, but I really want to finish this.
Nice. Then you can wear them because, I
can wear one.
You will.
I know.
Because
I love it.
It is the end of September.
It is. It's almost sock weather.
And you would think, except it's 31 degrees out today.
It's like 40 degrees with the humidity outside. It is hot.
It wasn't this hot in July.
British Columbia had our heat a couple weeks ago. Because normally they were complaining it was in the mid 30s, and they don't normally get temperatures that high, but we do sort of at the end of all summer long. It can get, but we had a really cool, wet summer. But the last few days, and it's going to last another 3 days like this.
Yeah. The whole weekend's going to be like that.
Yeah. So, air conditioning and knitting inside, which is no different from how I normally live my life.
No,
so it's all good.
Or no air conditioning and still a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
Just less clothes.
Yeah, less clothes. As long as the firemen don't come to the door.
Has anybody come to your door lately?
Actually, I have a new mailman. It's not the same. It's not right.
What happened to the woman?
I don't know.
Oh.
But this guy's been consistently coming for about...
Do people quit your mail route?
Because she's not wearing any clothes.
I was going to say it was just too much heavy lifting. All these boxes they have to... Lifting.
Yarn isn't that heavy, though.
Fine. It is if you buy in bulk.
But the no clothes thing, that could scare people.
That almost landed on your yarn, my lady.
Yeah, put some clothes on, would you?
Seriously.
Noctilio.
Oh,
this is due to be frogged. So look at it while you can, because what I have knit is about to be ripped out.
So you moved to the broomsticks.
I moved to the broomsticks, which I think are going to...
Which are what size? 4.5?
Thank you, Lisa. They are 4.5s.
US 7s.
4.5 millimeters. US 7s. They do feel very big, but that's okay. I think they are the right needle for the job now that I am agreeing with Lisa that she is smarter than me and she knows what she's doing. But because my yarn had a lot of memory from my previous knitting, and because I'm such a loose knitter, if I was a tight knitter, I'd be okay. But because I'm such a loose knitter, all of my stitches are different sizes. And so I cannot see a distinct garter ridge. And if I were to block this out, it's a gigantic mess. All of my stitches are different sizes. And I would hate that. I really hate that. So someone offered to do me a favor.
So I'm going to take it home with me, and I'm going to frog it, and I'm going to rehank it, and I'm going to soak it, dry it, recake it for you.
Isn't she a good friend?
I can't handle the lighting.
I know. I've been
It's okay. But I understand sometimes you need a little separation when you get that frustrated with something. So to have it come back to you in a form where you can start again and you don't have to go through the frustration of getting it into that.
Yeah. And I love this yarn.
Yeah.
Kathy dyed it for me.
So we will.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't it nice?
It's
I
beautiful.
love it.
So, and it deserves to be knit. So we are going to fix it and make it work.
So, and then I am still doing the same pattern. I now have the right needles. So this is now my gauge swatch number 2.
Look at her. We've converted her to swatch.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
And that's a perfect gauge swatch.
Thank you. Yes.
So did you measure the gauge swatch?
No. It was...
Baby steps. She's actually knitting them. That's
I
the first
don't
step.
need to measure it. It's a shawl. So as long as it's going to, I think, be bigger than a Kleenex,
it should be at least a handkerchief.
It's a handkerchief.
How did you come up with that analogy of a Kleenex? It just amazes me that you would think that way.
Because it's small and you blow your nose in it. Not that I blow my nose in my shawls, but...
Okay.
You and your shovel are getting a workout today.
Oh, I should show them these. You gave me these a few years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
They are so cool. These stitch markers. Can you see those there? See how they're green? Okay.
Did they change color?
Oh, they're still green. Hang on. Yeah, they changed color. Gave it away.
Oh, they're blue.
Now they're blue.
What?
Aren't they amazing? So when you're knitting, they
fun.
change colors. They're so fun. I can't remember where you got them from, but I love them.
On Etsy somewhere.
I love them.
That's fun. So
they're really cool. They're like mood markers.
Yeah.
I've had them. They go like bright royal blue and green, and then they'll go yellow as well.
Yeah. And I've seen them go black as well. I've got a pair at home.
I've never turned them black.
If they turn black, that's not a good sign, is it?
That would be me.
Anyway, and then I have my little dragonfly progress keeper that I think Adrienne also made for me, and I use that to keep track of which side is the right side, because you do the increases on the right side, and the second side is the straight knit row. So just an easy way to remember which side is which.
Awesome.
Good. So
Very
to be
nice.
frogged. However, I'm learning, and I love it. I'm not bitter at all about it, because I feel really good that
You're learning.
I am learning.
And you just get to knit it again.
And I get to knit it again.
And
And actually, I
that's-
really like the pattern. I really like the pattern. It's easy.
That's good.
Good knitting.
Good.
Good knitting.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's 2. Why don't you do 2?
All right. So if you had asked me at the end of last podcast what I was going to knit in the past 2 weeks, I would have told you I want to pull out my color affection. I want to get something old off the needles.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't freaking pull it out. What I did was I cast on a whole bunch of new stuff.
That's why I like you. But I'd even forgotten that you had a color affection.
Yeah, I'm on the third color. Like I'm 3/4 of the. I know I'm 3/4 of the way done.
Okay, we're gonna have to all
I know, hassle me
give
about it,
her
and
a
it's
little
beautiful.
Yeah.
nudge
But no, I
every
cast
once
on
in
a
while.
whole ton of new stuff.
Awesome.
All right, which
I love
bag are
it.
you gonna open first?
We'll open this one first. I splurged. I believe I showed it this last week. This is my Scrappy thread.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
Oh, I love the turquoise and gray. And so
I can feel my tongue.
Just if anybody wants to know.
just to make Louise happy, I started
Oh.
a hat.
Oh.
So this
That's nice. It's worsted.
It is.
Madeline
Tosh
Tosh. Oh.
Vintage.
Ooh. That's
In their
so
Flash
nice.
Dance colorway. It's
Flash
all
Dance.
pinks and purples
I
and
love it.
awesomeness.
That's going to be a beautiful hat. What's the hat? What's the pattern?
It is the Tin Can Knits
Oh,
Barley.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A
Nice.
classic.
Oh, that's
Yes, so it's got some nice,
so soft.
That tin can knits.
the garter
Another
and the rest
stuff,
is all.
Yeah.
So
That
I'm
is really nice.
kind of worried about it being too small, but screw it. We'll just stretch it. It'll be fine. We'll block the crap out of it.
Block aggressively.
Or maybe it'll fit me.
It won't fit me.
It's going to fit me.
Well,
so
can
anyway, I started
I
this.
give you a suggestion?
Sure. Stop touching my foot.
Will you move it out of my space? We're gonna have to.
I moved it.
Okay,
I know.
sorry. Okay.
Did you see that on Facebook? There's something now that adults can buy. People who don't like their food to touch, they can get these little suction cups that divide your food on your plate. I need one of those for my foot.
All right, sorry. Look, I'm gonna put my bag in between.
All right, good.
So I can't.
That's like putting the pillows down
the
the middle of the bed.
Measure like your gauge, right?
Yeah.
Like, measure some stitches.
And then
how many stitches you got per inch. And
I know. I'm totally off on the pattern. So I cast on for the medium, but they recommended a US 6 and an 8, right? So smaller for the ribbing and then larger up here. But I don't have those sizes in 16 inch. I have a 5 and 7, so that's what I used.
So you're still sticking with the medium size?
Yeah.
You might end up with a small hat.
So you should use a large size on those needles.
We'll make it work.
Stretch it.
But it's really pretty.
Send it to your friends with the little boy who liked the unicorn poop scarf.
Oh, yeah.
Fit him.
Totally wear it, too.
Yeah.
Small hats don't stay on your head. You stretch them and then
they go
pop
pop.
up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like a cartoon.
I am actually surprisingly loving this.
It's beautiful.
Good.
Oh,
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Worsted weight.
Yeah.
Big needles.
I can't wait to cast on
You guys are
the worsted that I bought from you last time to make my antler mitts.
Yeah. But I find it interesting that the thing I hate doing most is ribbing. Actually, I hate starting new projects. I love knitting projects. I hate starting new projects. Like the cast on and the first couple rows, I always hate doing.
I love that.
And so the 4 new projects I started, all start with freaking ribbing. But
socks.
So I did like hours and hours and hours of ribbing. I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Maybe it was good for you.
But this is the first time I did 1x1 ribbing, so that was kind of neat. I've never done 1x1 ribbing before.
It's really nice.
And yeah, I couldn't believe how fast this flew. Like this was like
looks
an evening and a bit.
Super soft.
It is
yeah.
The squish.
Yeah. Oh, that is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I really like it.
See, you guys just need to knit with worsted weight a little bit more. You'll
look at the color. Oh,
I know.
It's
very
beautiful.
pretty. Very pretty.
I can't get the. Oh, I'm gonna.
Don't you drop my stitches?
No, I'll be careful. It was a little yarn over there.
I'll pick them up for you.
It was whenever I remember the name of that one purple you have, tastes like grape. Tastes like purple.
Yeah.
Tastes like purple. I always think of that name whenever I see this kind of purple now because it really it has a taste, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's so vibrant.
Yeah. And the progress keeper on it, the big one.
Oh yeah.
That's
Sucre?
Yeah, Sucre miniatures. It's a little ice latte.
Oh, cute. It's even got ice chunks in the top of it.
And a little green straw.
And a little green straw. That's hysterical. I love it.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks.
Love it.
So
that's a good start.
That's a good start. Yeah.
I like that.
So that was good.
What else?
All right, Michelle.
I love our table full of
I know.
bags.
It's
I have
so
to
fun.
say.
Isn't it good?
So I started a new sock because, you know, striping socks are important. So this is some freckled whimsy.
That is
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That is really beautiful.
And I've gotten just past the cuff. I don't really think a sock is started until I'm done the cuff. Once I'm done the cuff, then I'm actually starting the sock. So this is in her Serendipity base. It's a 75-25 superwash merino nylon. And it's called Hello Darling.
That's really nice.
And it's just super duper cute.
I love that that pale turquoise at the top.
It's really pretty.
Too.
Yeah.
It's
almost like a robin's egg. It's almost it's like a robin's egg blue.
It's very nice.
And it's so pretty.
Yeah.
What a great combination of colors that is.
Yeah, they're so...
I like how
I love to see what dyers put together.
I like how you have a blue cable with that.
Yeah. Well, my high sharps baby, always a blue cable.
I need to learn.
Like
I need to learn how to double knit. I mean, magic loop socks. But I really like my small circular, so
Stick with
probably
what
will
you
never
like.
happen.
Yeah. But maybe
it's true, you know.
You've never tried magic loop?
I have. I did a small sleeve on a child's sweater a number of years ago, magic loop, and it was okay. But I love those small circulars. It is true, though. You know, when you really like something, you really notice it when it's different. Like I started that with the fade on a wooden.
Yeah.
I think it was a wooden Haya.
But you didn't like
from
it.
Suzanne at Knit Stitch. And it's an okay needle, but I was enjoying the knitting. But then I ordered a couple of Addie lace knit needles, and she had them in last night, and I switched my shawl over to that. And as soon as I knit the first row, it was kind of like, oh, that's so good. And then all of a sudden it was like, there's a reason you like what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we have more?
I do. Do you have more?
I have just my brioche.
Okay.
My what the fade.
What the fade. Okay. I have
too many bags.
yeah, too many bags. I worked on my Well Mood shawl, but I didn't bring it because I'm still in the color work pattern. I don't have a lot more finished from the last time I showed it, but I have still been working on that. I love
Wonderful.
it. I love it. And I've also been working on Josh's triangular curve.
Oh,
that is my
yes
comfort knitting. I'm tired and I just really want to put in a few stitches. I love that. That's really nice. And it's that cashmere blend that you did.
That's right. That's what Chris I did for you.
So I cast on last week for the Fiber Friends sweater knit along.
Right. Let's see this.
I mean, that's fabulous.
Shut up.
So then you must have you do have a sweater in one of those little bags?
No, it's down there.
Oh,
has
that's a big bag on the floor.
Okay. So you may remember I
Let's see.
talked about how I want to do the Ho-He long line cardigan, which I have yarn coming from Adrian in undertones, which is my most favorite color ever in the whole wide world. But I don't have the yarn yet, and I'm a very new sweater knitter, and I wanted to try a few things before I make a sweater for myself out of fingering weight that's expensive. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to be frustrated with it. So like I said, I'm learning lots of techniques and lots of different things. So I cast on the tea with bread and jam that Sam at Hand Me My Knitting knit for her son, and I saw it on her podcast, and her son looked super cute, and actually the sweater fit her too.
I know.
And she looked super cute. So I found some Cascade 220 in my stash, and I cast on.
Yay! Look at that. Very
So
nice.
it is top down, and I have done all of the short row shaping at the back of the neck. So that's all done there. And I'm doing the raglan increases on the sleeve caps now. That's what I'm doing. So there you can see the shaping detail. See that? Look at my nice increases.
Nice.
You're doing great.
And so it's going to be gray because this is what I had.
Ooh, I like that.
A royal blue.
Yeah.
And then Nicholas's favorite color is red. So I had 2 skeins of this color of the same dye lot. So the main stripe, and there's a stripe on the sleeve, will be the red, and then the stripe that's just around the belly button will be the blue. And I am knitting a men's small, even though he's only 9, turning 10.
He's gonna wear this.
He's going to wear it forever. He may only get 1 sweater out of me in his childhood, and this is it. So it's going to fit him for 10 years. And I also know myself, it may not be done for 10 years. I'm trying, and you know what? It's been super fast and super fun. I love working on this.
What size of broomsticks are you using? No.
Oh no.
I don't know if it's there. Oh, it is there.
I think they're 4.5.
Don't see it.
Yeah, they're 4.5.
Are they?
I cast on with a 4. Okay. And then I went up to a 4.5. I couldn't remember if it was 4.5 and I went up to a 5. But I don't own a 5 in an Addie circular. It's a 4.5. Now, question for you as a knitting teacher. I really like this needle. It's not that big though. Okay. And I'm not done my increases yet.
Yep.
Do I have to change to a bigger needle, or can I keep it a bit squashed?
Yep.
on the slightly smaller needle.
I would squish it for a little while because if you change to the bigger needle, you probably don't have enough stitches on there.
No,
yet,
I know,
right?
but even when I do have enough stitches, do I have to switch?
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. Whatever's comfortable, but
because I don't want to have to buy another
that's the
needle. I don't have another
Try
one.
it. I mean, you don't want it so squished that as soon as you set it down, it's all gonna, like, you'll lose tip. It'll pop off the end, or it's just too uncomfortable.
Okay.
If it gets
all right.
too
then I'll have to switch.
tight, you might have to.
Okay, but for now, I'm loving
you're
it.
good for now. And plus, it is an investment, right? You're going to use it again on another sweater.
It's true.
Because you're going to make tons of worsted weight sweaters.
You know what? I am loving sweater knitting. Loving it. Who knew? Who knew? Oh, shit.
I'm in love with sweater knitting right now. I've had shawls.
I still love.
In
I'm
the
a shawl
past.
knitter. I'm a shawl knitter. Wraps. We knit wraps.
But
So,
how
yeah.
many times
I'm
now?
thrilled with it. I love it.
I just have to ask this because my burning question.
Mhm.
I think we talked about this, right? About shawls. Everybody knits shawls. Everybody knits shawls. How many times do you see anybody wearing a shawl
I wear
in
them.
the grocery store?
I wore one. I do. I try to wear mine.
That's good. I wear mine.
Yeah.
But I always feel
Really?
like I'm
The only thing I regularly wear of my knitwear is the scarf that you knit for me, because I wear it almost every time I go out in the winter.
I wear them in the winter all the time under my coats. This I would totally wear. The one skein size is a great size under thing. Yeah, I would wear that. As part of my outfit.
I think of this as more. It's not like a shawl.
That's an accessory.
This is something. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could wear it, and
Yeah.
you could just wear this, and it.
That
looks
is
like
not
part of
to
your
keep. That
outfit.
is not to keep you warm on a cold winter's day. That is just for a little comfort on your neck. A little.
But it would under a coat. You
Yeah.
could pop it on.
Yeah.
Because see, like this, I don't really consider like a shawl, like a one skein.
It's a
It's
wrap.
more. It's a little wrap or a little.
See,
yeah.
you
And
said
that's-
shawlette, and I
Oh.
hate that word.
I hate that word too.
I don't know
it's
why.
a scarf.
Yeah.
Because a shawlette is a scarf. You're just trying to make it into something it's not.
Okay.
It bugs me.
You have very strong opinions, apparently.
There are some words that just drive me crazy, and shawlette is. Oh yeah.
You just have problems with the English language.
Apparently I
Yeah.
do. But this I would definitely I would wear. I mean, and I wear
Birds.
my shawls, but I wear them more as scarves. I scrunch them up.
Squirrel.
But my
I know.
whole idea, my whole
Sorry. Look at my
Birds.
bag. Kathy made me a
terrible.
bag.
She's terrible.
It's nice.
Isn't it nice? Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
That's
Because
all
who
right.
cares about you anymore? Look at my bag.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's all right.
We were discussing your problem with the English language.
Anyways, my whole thing of this was that knit sweaters. People are afraid of sweaters because I think they're big projects and they have to fit, and they're worried about the fit. But everybody wears a sweater.
Yeah.
Not everybody wears a shawl.
That's true.
Like
Not
a
only
real,
that.
like a pointed triangle shawl that
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
what your grandmother would have worn.
But I also think that people have a lot of memories of receiving knit acrylic or super bulky.
yeah.
You could only
Super
wear
rustic.
it outside when you're skiing kind of sweater. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because I think that used to be sort of more the style of what was knit, and fingering weight sweaters now, beautiful
Yeah.
modern patterns have really opened up a lot of,
Well, and I think that's why. I think that's a lot.
it's the same with socks.
When-
John never wanted, like, he does not want a pair of knit socks until he felt the yarn that I was using, and he said, oh, actually, that's really nice. I could wear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the yarn
I would agree.
today is spectacular.
Yeah.
We have some really, really nice
Yeah.
stuff to work with.
Yeah.
All right, next up. What else do we have?
Well, why don't you go? Because we could do this
We've
together.
got-
We should, we're going to be talking about the fade brioche deliciousness shawl.
Well,
so
you may as well
if,
talk about it now.
yeah, I know. But if you haven't started it and you still want it to be a mystery, don't watch.
Look away. Look away.
Look away. Look away. However, since Louise and I are so far behind, we are not giving anything away. Really.
Really, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in this bag.
So,
Sorry.
you okay?
I just.
Bug?
No, I got this cough.
Ta-da! Really far
But-
behind.
I do have to say a little shout out to Sandy. Look what she
Hey,
gave me.
Sandy.
Look what she gave me last
Did
night.
she really? Oh, that's so nice.
Knitting is my superpower.
Aww.
Little button. It's so cute. So I put it right on my bed because I think you do need to have. No, well, when you do brioche, do you need to have superpowers?
Yes.
Super
When you,
patience.
when you
Maybe actually, Sandy, I thought we were meeting for the first time last night because we've been, she's been buying a few bags, and I was making a delivery last night to Knit Stitch, and you know, the knitting was, I was there for the knitting too, and she said, because I'm all over the place here. When I showed up and I sat down and I pulled out my shawl, this one let out a whoop. And she said, yes, mine is bigger than at least one other person. And it was true. And this
So
is
supportive.
actually, I really only had like this much done. Because I was almost halfway through Clue 1 and made a terrific mistake. And made an even more terrific mistake trying to fix it. It's hard to fix this stuff. Really, really tricky to fix it. So I ripped it all out and I started it again. And the second time is going a lot smoother than the first.
Look at that. It looks like
I
brioche.
know. I made it look, except what the hell happened right there?
Yeah, don't worry. Carry
Oh,
on.
it's the yarn. It's the yarn.
Oh, it's just a little
it's
dye.
a bloop of color in the yarn.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually not my screw up there.
Sweet. So what
Yeah.
colors are you using right now?
Oh, you had to ask me that, didn't you?
Of course I did. I like the difficult questions.
Madeline
Okay,
Tosh.
Madeline Tosh. Light Night Bloom. So that's
Now
the
it's-
darker purple. And then, what was this one? You knew
Thistle.
this one.
Thistle.
Thistle.
Because it's one of my
This is
favorites.
Woolenboon. And this is Thistle. And,
Nice.
oh, it's delicious.
Isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice. So, those are my first, that's my A and my D. And it really is, it
looks
looks like brioche. Look at that.
That's
You're
awesome.
doing it.
I'm doing
You're
it.
doing it.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it. I love
That's
it.
fantastic.
I feel
Okay.
smart when I work
knew,
on this.
I knew you would like it.
Yeah, I know, you were right.
Adrian might like it too.
Nope, I will never do. I actually,
Never say never.
no, I will say never because I actually really dislike the way it looks. For me
Yeah,
personally.
but feel it. Feel
don't,
it.
Don't care.
Don't care?
Don't care. I don't like
You see,
the pattern it makes.
we saw some shawls, and
I
Sandy's...
can appreciate other people's work, but
Sandy-
I have no desire to knit it. None whatsoever.
Sandy, of course, is, you know, way up
Big,
here.
yeah.
And hers is beautiful. Now, apparently she has a few mistakes in hers, and I thought she was very clever. She said she'd had a quilting instructor once say, hold it back 3 feet. And can you see it? No? Okay, then you're good to go.
3
Carry
foot
on.
rule.
3 foot rule.
3 foot rule.
And I thought that was spectacular. And so, Sandy, I agree with you 100% because,
Yep.
however, I was trying to do a bit more, but I've missed a yarn over, and I have to go back and fix that. Just one row though, so it's in the middle.
We'll just try. Yeah, we'll just try to pick it up.
Anyway, no, I'm gonna take back and fix it because I need practice on knitting before, and then I'm gonna put in I'm going to put in lifelines for this puppy. And if you are knitting this shawl and you're just starting out, I would highly recommend it. It's tricky. But I love it. I like, you know, seeing how the shawl is growing and progressing. I love how the brioche looks.
See, and I can't.
Yeah.
It does nothing.
The
for
different
me at all.
combinations of people's
Does
yarn that were
nothing
there
for me.
last night. Suzanne's is incredible. And who's the girl who was sitting across from me with the glasses and the gorgeous turquoise?
Danielle.
Danielle?
I know she picked really nice colors.
It was
those turquoise and white.
Gorgeous. And I mean,
Yeah.
she was almost at Clue 4.
Now I really like Tracy. She was sitting on the left of you, and she made me
Yes.
happy too because she pulled hers out and restarted because she picked new colors.
Yes, that's right.
And it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
The two colors she was knitting with,
Yeah.
the contrast.
I liked the rust
Yeah,
in the
it
one
was
yarn.
gorgeous.
It was really nice.
Gorgeous.
Alright,
I
let's
love
see
it.
yours.
Yeah, where's yours?
Well, see mine.
Ta-da!
Yellow side, which is, I don't know the name of it. It's lichen and lace. I know that much.
That's a different, what is that? Single ply? That's nice.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
And then the other side. Look at that fabulous,
That is
fabulous
Looks
color.
a little like a disaster to me.
Adrian's yarn. Remember that way back on what? I don't know.
FF Disaster.
Yeah, episode
But
2
it's
or
so
3 or
nice.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
You were literally going to throw this in the garbage, and
Yep.
we were all texting back and
Oh,
forth.
you were so mad?
I was
You're like,
livid
it's-
that night.
and we're like,
Livid.
what? Don't.
I literally threw yarn across the kitchen.
This is it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with
It's
it. Isn't
gorgeous.
it beautiful?
They made me save it.
I love it.
Oh,
Love it.
see, and now it's becoming.
Beautiful brioche.
You're still further ahead than me. We're
Pretty
gonna this
close.
is gonna take us 10 years to knit this. You know that, right?
Well, no, because we are pretty close.
I know. I'm almost caught up.
Look at that.
You're a tighter knitter than me on this one. What size needle?
I do no 3.25.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
I'm on a 3.
Ah,
Look at how loose I am.
on a 3.
I am
Wow.
so loose.
See, mine was
I just love
actually
saying that. I don't know why.
when I started, the only needle I could find was a 3.5. And
Oh,
that's what I
probably
started on. And
yeah.
mine was loose like yours, but I liked it like that. And then on one of my many, because I was trying to do this while I was at the fair. And even though,
Bad
you know,
idea.
I tell, you know, you should take your own advice.
Yeah.
I never do it. So I thought, it's okay. I've brioche lots before. I teach this. I can fix mistakes. And no problem. I can do this and talk to people as they walk by. Wrong. Wrong. So I pulled it out and started many times. And
I love it.
so I went on one of my restarts. I went down to a 3.2.
I'm shocked at how much tighter yours is than mine, and I'm on a smaller needle.
Can you imagine if I did brioche? It would be like,
Yeah, you would.
Itty bitty bitty.
That's really
I'd be like,
that's
I want a
quite
size
amazing.
5 millimeter. And
Because I don't think I
I'm a
could
little
knit
tight.
any tighter. Like I guess I could. But do you find that it catches on your needle? Like, does it stick? I don't know.
Stick? No. I don't know.
It's just it's weird.
I love that we're so different.
We
I
are.
know. But see, look at the fun increases. I don't know.
Yeah,
See,
they
it
are.
looks to
They
me
look
they
like a little sunburst.
yeah, like a little flower.
That's great.
Fun. I know.
All right, fine. We'll talk about something else
No,
now.
I love that you guys are doing brioche. I love that you're loving it.
Yeah.
But I want to appreciate it, but I have zero interest in doing it myself.
Okay.
I'm happy to appreciate yours from afar.
Good.
And I do think they're beautiful.
Keep appreciating.
I just have no desire to do it myself.
Oh, here's
Okay.
the needle I started on. This one.
The bamboo one.
Yeah.
And you like your
The pointier, the sharper tips on the Addy are nice. That for brioche, definitely. Okay, good. Well,
I like
that's
pointy
it.
needles all the time. I was sorting through. I showed you guys. Oh, maybe next time I'll bring my box up with all my. I was organizing needles on my circulars, and I've got
that's
them
right.
all nice.
Oh,
and
that's
you know
nice.
what? But the thing when I was going through them, I found some old Addies that have the blunter tip. They're not the.
Oh yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
the race of the turbos.
Yeah, the turbos, like before
Yeah.
they made that. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Not
I
so
don't
good, huh?
know.
But the
Yeah.
join is always good.
The joint's
The
good,
joint is
but I
excellent.
like the pointy tips. I like pointy tips. So there you go.
All right, I have more whips. Can I go?
Do you? Of course you can.
Yeah,
What do you have?
I have 4
oh,
more.
look, listen. So
It's the little things.
I'd like that.
This one. Whatever totes back. This is one of those where I showed up at her door, stack of fabric. I'm like, whenever you have time. Every once in a while she surprises me with them, which is great. I need more, by the way.
For all your new starts.
Yes. So, this new start is
Okay,
kind
let
of...
me guess. So, I was going to say it has to match.
that's
You
nice.
always like things to match your bag.
This one does not. And that's because I'm
Oh.
running,
Yeah,
I'm running out of
You're running out
bags.
of bags. Purple and green look pretty nice together.
So this yarn...
Oh.
That's
Ah.
Can
pretty.
I borrow your arms?
Pretty. You may.
That's really pretty.
This is Life in the Long Grass
Oh, that's really
Ooh.
nice.
in the colorway called Fortune.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I
So
like
it's
that.
got all these like purples and greens and aquas, and it's just so pretty.
It's very.
And so.
And what's the purple?
The purple is red sock, blue sock in grape jelly. So it's just a little mini I had from theirs. And so I've done a double stripe on the cuff. And then I've started in the Life in the Long Grass.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm only just barely past the cuff, but it's okay. It's
so now it's officially started.
It's officially started because I'm past the cuff. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes. So,
Oh, excuse me.
Look at that.
I got one more sock.
When you finish all these socks,
I'm going to have lots of socks.
You are going to be able to outfit the whole neighborhood.
So this was a voluntold.
Oh.
I got voluntold. So at work, everyone knows I'm a knitter. Like, everybody knows I'm a knitter. Everyone asks me knitting questions. Like, I know stuff. It's ridiculous. I have either restarted several knitters. You know, people that haven't knit in years. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh. I have one lady who is going off for some surgery, and she's like, I bought yarn, I'm going to do an Afghan. I'm like, okay, that's great. Another one that came, I'm going to ask you some questions about a poncho I want to make. I'm like, okay, that's great. I've started one person on socks, so she finished her first sock. It needs a little work. But she's the type of person that doesn't care about mistakes. She's like, it's fine, I'll learn from it.
This is the mitten girl?
Yeah.
The girl that did the
She did mitten, and she, like, picked up way too many stitches on the thumb, so it had this, like, big balloon thumb, and then... But she was just so thrilled that she'd finished them.
Yeah.
And she's just hilarious like that. So she's knitting
That's
socks, and so she actually finished her first sock. And
look at you.
she's very proud of herself. So, of course, everyone comes to me when they do. So our one friend who is, she blew out her knee on her holiday in July, like blew it out, got airlifted out of Algonquin Park, kind of blew it out. Yeah, she was off work for like 3 or 4 weeks. She's back now, but she's on crutches and low mobility. She's got to go for surgery in October, and she's going to be off for another 6 weeks. And so we're putting together a get well, keep you busy so you don't go crazy basket for her. And so I've been voluntold that I'm going to knit her a pair of socks in like 3 weeks. I'm like, what?
You can do that.
So they're like, it needs to be pink. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to pink.
But shouldn't you be teaching her how to knit?
Well, no, they want her to have the socks before she goes. And she's already bought the yarn to knit up. Anyway, so I'm supposed to have a pair of socks on.
Okay.
So they've discovered that her favorite color is pink, and I'm like, I don't own a lot of pink. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're a yarn dyer.
I know, but that just adds time, right?
So what did you come up
I go
with?
into my yarn stash, open up the first box, and there's a big, bright pink one sitting on the top.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yep, because you have my other one.
Yeah. I have the other one. Oh, I love that color so much.
This is Clover by Lichen and Lace. It is pink and purple and just
that's one of my favorites.
Stunning.
That is one of my favorites of hers. This and the mustard and the deep ocean. Oh, all of it. Crap.
So I accidentally
amber. Right, it's not mustard. It's amber.
So I actually got caught on the yarn and pulled out one of the one of the plies. So we're just gonna have to weave those in. But that's okay. I caught it early enough that I could fix it. I have a question for people though. This is a 68 stitch cast on, and I decided to do a 3x1 rib, and I wanted your opinion on how well a 3x1 rib keeps the sock up.
Oh, I don't know.
Any idea? People out in the world of knitting?
Did you do that because you were trying to avoid a few purl stitches?
Well, that too, but because when I'm knitting magic loop, when you do the changeover between needles, it's easier if the first stitch you do is a knit as opposed to a purl, and when you do a 68 stitch, you end up with 2 purls on the back needle to start with. If you do a 3x1, you get at least 1 knit stitch before you have to purl. It's just easier, and you way less chance of laddering. And I love 3x1, and I don't like purling, but I just wanted to make sure that
it's gonna stay up.
How long are you doing like an 8-inch
You might want to do a longer cuff.
I will probably do my regular size cuff, which is 1.5 inches, and then I'll probably I normally do a 40 row leg. I'll probably do a 60 row leg for her. So
if I were you, I would do a longer cuff.
I think it'll be less stretchy than.
You should do at least a 2-inch cuff.
1x1 is the stretchiest. 2x2.
Yeah.
As you go up, it loses a little bit of stretch.
Yeah.
But
that's
I mean,
why I don't want to
she's
make a
gonna be
super long sock
recuperating,
because
right?
the farther up you go, the more it needs to stretch.
Yeah, she's not going to be walking around anyway.
No, she's
Right.
not running a marathon. She just wants something to keep her feet warm.
Yeah.
Cozy
and-
socks.
Yeah. No, it'll be fine.
It'll be
It'll
fine.
be fine.
It'll be
It'll
fine.
good.
But it's
That's
pretty.
gorgeous.
But yeah,
So, yes.
technically it is less stretchy.
Yes.
But it should be good.
Gorgeous.
But it should be pretty. So
Yeah.
yes.
Love it.
That's very pretty. She's gonna love those.
Yeah. So I was thrilled that I could start them right away. So
Good.
that's
And then
what I
nice
started.
you had something in your
That's it.
stash.
Yes, that was nice.
Why we have stashes, right?
Exactly why we have
For
stashes.
emergency when.
Emergency purposes.
That's right.
Yep.
Is that it for whips?
Nope, I have 2 more.
Oh, you've got 2 more?
Well, only thing she cast on. Okay, show them. What do you?
Oh, your
Ooh.
sweater.
My
Your
sweater.
sweater.
That's right.
My
Awesome.
harvest
Oh my
sweater.
god, your yarn is amazing for this sweater.
So
It's
I'm
really
on my
amazing.
second ball, which was exciting.
Let's see it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this is lovely.
Look.
Adrian.
Oh my god.
So I probably need a new cable soon because it's
Yeah.
too. Although I only have 2 more repeats to go before we get to the max stitch count, so I might not change needles.
You might be able to keep it on.
Yeah,
That is gorgeous.
Oh,
That is
beautiful.
really super gorgeous.
thank you. The raglan increases are looking lovely.
Oh
over
yeah.
here. I'm very proud of my raglan increases.
They're beautiful.
They're very nice. Yep. So I have a knitting question for you. So I had a panic attack late one night when I was knitting, and like this is why you gauge swatch, because I pulled up my swatch, I remeasured it, and I redid all the math to make sure it would be the right size instead of totally panicking and ripping everything out and starting again, which was a good plan. And it turns out that it'll be fine. What I'm worried about though is that the arms will be too tight because I've got chubby arms, and I think the sizes I chose has arms that are going to be a little too tight. So I want to make larger armholes. So I'm wondering if I do like 1 more repeat of the raglan increases and then just keep the same number of stitches that I would for the back and front and just add those extra stitches that I add into the arm, then that'll be fine, because then I'll keep the same around size.
Right.
Because I know all the stitch counts for that. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I put 2 and 2 together and I made 4, and she said I was right. Here we go.
Holy
Yeah.
Hannah
I
Banana.
know. And this, I have to show this off. This is a little progress keeper that I have.
That is so cute.
It's a little mug with hot chocolate, and it's a snowman marshmallows. And this is from Simply Serving
That's
on
adorable.
Etsy. I know, it's so cute.
No, look at the little.
He's got a
sign
little
in there.
carrot nose
Oh
and
my
everything.
god. That is really cute.
I'll see if I can put in a better picture right here. But
That's
yeah,
adorable.
it's totally
That's
adorable.
so cute.
It's very cute. So yeah, I'm loving knitting on a sweater.
Yeah, amazing.
Who knew?
Amazing.
Shut up.
Haven't
Yeah,
I been telling you guys?
and look at this. Look.
You have
It's
arms.
stock. No, it's stockinette, which means all this purling. Sorry, I'm gonna bleep that out. Think of all the purling I have to do. Every other row is a lot of purling,
That is a lot of purling.
See?
and I'm doing it.
And
You
loving
love
it.
it.
No, I don't
love
love the
it.
purling, but the purling takes me forever. I am
That is
probably
beautiful.
3 times faster as a knitter than
Oh
I am
yeah.
a purler.
Me too.
It kills me.
Your
But
increases are
but
really
I'm
You know
doing
what
this.
I like is when you look at this, you can see the sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see where those raglans
Yeah.
are.
Your shoulder's gonna be in there one day.
I know. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yay.
It's been a really fun knit
Who
so far.
knew that we could do this? Amazing.
Who knew that
We can.
we're sweater
We
knitters?
are
We're sweater
smart.
knitters.
We were smart to do this as a knit along.
Yes, because it kind of
Yeah.
lights a fire under.
Galvanized us to do it.
Galvanized is a very good word, as
Yeah.
opposed to
Galvan.
lighting our butts on fire. Galvanized, good.
Sorry.
Oh, it's looking great.
Thanks. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
love
really excited about
it.
So, and you've tried it on, right?
No,
Oh, we should do that right now.
I can't. The needles.
Too short?
The
Needle's
cord's too short.
Oh, okay.
But
Nice
I've
needles.
actually
do that after the podcast.
Maybe.
We could.
These are fancy pants needles.
They're my signature needle arts
Whoa.
Nice.
in a 5mm or US 8.
They're really nice.
They're pretty.
Really
Yeah.
pretty. Nice
Sharp.
and pointy.
And they've got a nice...
So they've got a really nice tip
Yeah.
on
Do they
them.
call that the stiletto?
They're the stiletto.
Ooh.
Yes. No.
Stiletto.
I am a big fan of my
Very nice.
signatures.
Go you.
Look at
Thanks.
that. You were well on your way.
Wow,
and so did you have
girls.
any trouble
Crazy
when you
knitting.
switched balls? Did
No.
you... Did
So
you...
what I did, I was sneaky. I didn't want to do it along the edge. So what I did was I actually switched when I moved from the garter panel into the stockinette panel. So that right along
Perfect.
that seam is where I will hide
All your ends.
the yarn switch. Yeah.
And so did you graduate in your second ball, or did you
Yes,
just...
I did, but not by much.
Okay.
Like I had about 2 rows, and then that was
Okay.
it. Yeah. So, but you can't tell. I was really
Yeah.
worried that you could, but you can't.
Yay.
Yeah, you totally can't tell where I added it in
No.
Amazing.
because it's actually way up here, and you can't tell.
No.
Yep,
I can't.
it's looking
3 foot
good.
rule.
Clever.
Yep, that's
Well,
right.
like 3 inch rule, I can't see it
Yeah.
either.
So- I think we'll be good for the 3 foot rule.
Nice.
So yeah.
Look at you. You guys are doing good.
Yeah.
So are you gonna try? Are you gonna have Nicholas's sweater done for the December 31st? Look at that, you guys! Oh my gosh, New Year's Eve, the 3 of us.
You want a
Sitting
podcast on
in-
New Year's Eve?
No, well I don't know. I'm just thinking that we can try
Totally
to knit
should. Let's do it.
Oh,
Husband
what else
may
would
not
be
want
more
me to
fun?
do that.
December. Wait. Oh. You have plans?
We don't usually, but he may want to spend it with
He
me.
could. Well, we could come to your house.
He could come here. Yeah, well,
Or he could come here.
He may not appreciate that either.
Okay. Anyways, I just had a vision
But
of
we
us
may
December 31st on
yeah,
the
but I
countdown.
can't. It'll be Nicholas wearing the sweater. That's not going to fit me in a million years.
Well, but no, I'm thinking the deadline is December 31st, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I can just see the 3 of us sitting, desperately trying to cast off as we're counting down to
well,
midnight.
you didn't finish your miso
No.
in the deadline, so
Well.
why should we? I mean, we're not the ones going for prizes, right? If I can't win a prize, I think someone should give me a prize.
Maybe I should offer a prize for the 3 of us
Okay.
if we get it done.
Okay.
Look at
Maybe
us.
I'm in.
We're
Maybe
so
I should-
materialistic.
Maybe I should
I need
start.
a prize.
I haven't
The sweater
started.
itself is
Well,
not
you have
enough.
almost done your boxy. That's a
Oh, does this
sweater.
count?
Yeah.
You were
It
less than
was
50%
less than
when
50% when we started. That
Yeah.
counts.
you were only barely
Yeah.
on your second ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go buy myself a prize.
All right, I got one more whip.
Okay.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
You know how I said earlier that it's blanket knitting time?
Are you knitting a blanket?
You start. What
What
is
did you
this?
start?
Your
You haven't seen this one.
No, I
is it
haven't.
knit or crochet?
It's knit.
It's knit. Oh, it's something new.
Wow! Look at that!
It's
You-
Scrappy
No, wait a minute. You
squares.
said you were never going to do one of these.
I know I lied, apparently.
That means there's hope for brioche.
No, there's no hope for Brioche.
Never say never.
Because you said you didn't like the craziness of it.
I don't like the craziness of it, but I have an...
Crap ton?
Yes, thank you. I have a lot of minis and ends and stuff, and the more I
This,
knit, the more I
I love this. Is it easy? Is it super easy?
knit. Okay, so apparently when I started this a few months ago, I forgot everything I knew about knitting when I started this.
Awesome.
Like, I totally, like, talk about brain farce. Like, I forgot how to pick up. I forgot how to, you know, slip and purl, like, slip purl-wise the first stitch on the first
On the
rows.
edge, yeah.
So that you could, like,
I love this.
so the
I
first
love
few
it.
of them are absolutely crap.
Actually,
Yeah.
you can't tell. They all look amazing.
3 foot rule.
They look amazing. Is
I
that
know.
flowering plum? Right there?
No, that
What is
is,
that?
I can actually tell you what all these are. Don't ask me to do this ever again, but I can do this one.
Okay.
So, we'll start This was recently a new pair of socks for me. So this is
Yeah. I remember
Menace
those.
del Uruguay Alegria and Botanico. And then down here is a mini from Blissful Knits. And then below that is a mini from Mothie and the Squid. And then here is Black Trillium Fibers in Sail Away. Over here is another mini from Blissful Knits.
Oh, that's cute.
Over here is When the Sidewalk Ends by Savvy Skeins. This is Atmosphere by Hazel Knits. And this one is, I think it's Steel Magnolias by Lolo Did It. It was a little mini that I had of Lolo Did It.
Now, are you just using a couple of DPNs? for this?
Nope.
How are you knitting it?
Do you have one on the go?
No.
Well, you just you knit it right onto this.
Yeah, I knit
right?
right onto that. I don't attach later. So I have
Oh my god, those are beautiful.
little 7-inch straights from Signature
boy.
Needle. So it's the exact same size. It's a 2.5 millimeter, the same size as I knit my socks in. So
I want some of these.
Nice.
they're very pretty.
I like those little 7-inch ones.
I think I'm gonna have to order myself a pair for Christmas. They're beautiful.
They're really
Wow, look at the little end you get on there.
Oh,
Here.
there's a choice of ends. Those
These
just
are
happen to be the ones I chose.
fancy.
Yes, they are fancy.
Oh, I like them a lot.
They're very pointy. Nice stiletto tip again.
Oh, I have to
cute.
make one of these. I have to make one of these. I love it. I love the scrappiness of it.
Yeah.
I love that you can look at them and remember,
What you knit.
you know, what you knit.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be able to do that for, but I'm
Yeah.
sure there'll be at least a handful in there that I'll be like, oh, I know
You
exactly.
need a
Yeah.
match
Yeah.
bag.
Of course I do. Hello, people. It's a pretty little quilted bag from
One of a
someone
kind.
over there, little Evertote. And so I have all sorts of stuff inside that's waiting to
I
be.
love it.
I've
Oh,
got
those
some-
are the ones. Is that a... Ooh, this one.
That's my Snapdragon that I knit my first Rose City rollers out of.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of little
Yeah,
squares
so that's
out of that, baby. Yeah.
Vivid yarns.
I like that.
And then I've got some more hazel knits, and I've got some hedgehog fibers in here, and some
Love
yarns, and-
Any old oak yarns in there?
nope, but they're sitting on the
Not
table. I have a pile of stuff that I have a lot of squares to knit. But I don't
That's
tend to
fun.
knit on my blankets in the summertime. Like, I didn't pick up any of my blankets. I think 5. 2 crochet and 3 knit blankets
It's kind of
plus
like
a baby
a
blanket on the
psychological thing,
Yeah.
right? You got to wait till
and it's September, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I'm like, blankets! I want
Yeah.
blankets! So
It's
yes,
like something, there's like a switch, an internal switch, right? That it just, you
screams
switch gears.
blanket. Yeah, so I have not touched a single shawl in weeks because I'm either socks, hats, or blankets right now.
You're
Or
getting
sweaters.
ready. You're getting ready for winter.
Now that I knit more things than just shawls,
The world has opened up.
it's craziness. Craziness.
Oh
right,
my gosh,
that's
that
all
was
my
a lot
whips.
of knitting.
I know, holy
That was
moly.
a lot of knitting.
Anybody else have any whips?
No, I'm done.
That's all I've got.
My
here.
my other ones are at home that I didn't have enough progress.
Oh,
You've
love
got
her.
a lot. You've got a lot.
Little,
that
little bit of
was-
startitis there, folks.
That was a lot. So I wanted to, before we get into acquisitions, I wanted to share a little something that I got yesterday in the mail
What's this?
because this totally made my day. My sister-in-law sent me something in the mail. And I knew it was from her because I recognized the address. And then I thought, what the heck did she send me? And there was this fun little glitter tape on the back. And I opened it up. And what do I pull out? Alpaca socks.
With glasses.
Alpacas wearing glasses. No note, no letter, no nothing except this.
Aww.
She sent me a little funny, a little love
That's
in the mail.
hilarious.
That is so
Aw.
funny.
Isn't that cute? I have the best sister-in-law in the whole wide world. Kathy, I love you too.
Aw.
Isn't that cute? It just made me smile and it made me so happy that I have somebody in my life. I am a lucky girl. I have a lot of people in my life who I love very much.
I'm gonna get all gushy and sappy now.
I'll stop now.
That's fun.
Okay, so
right.
are we ready for acquisitions? That's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
I have
Louise, acquisitions.
none.
None?
She's the
None.
good girl or the bad girl.
No, I know. No, because I didn't buy anything at Kitchener.
Yeah.
I have more than I usually do.
Nope.
Normally,
amount.
normally I'm circumspect, but I have a few.
No, I'm gonna work on stash stuff.
Yeah, actually, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah.
That we're going to add a little segment to the acquisitions part of the podcast where Louise is going to go stash diving because she has a hell of a lot of stash.
You don't even need to dive. You, just need to
You
reach and
can't
grab
even
stuff.
imagine the size of this girl's stash.
Ta-da!
So there, that's part of
Ooh,
the podcast.
more.
Tell us about your acquisition, Louise.
Stash diving, Noro. Where did I? So which one is this?
Actually, that's really nice.
Of course it is.
And it was just a random like blind grab from above her.
That's the first I could reach. No, Silk Garden.
Oh,
Nice.
Sock
that
yarn.
is beautiful.
I know.
You know what? The colors in that.
I actually think I have 2 skeins of that
Do you?
because remember you made me buy more for another Noro scarf. I have that berry color, and I think that's my.
Yeah, but no, this is the sock yarn though. The stuff we have is slightly thicker, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Or maybe.
No, I think it's Silk Garden.
Oh, you're thinking it's definitely Silk Garden, but I didn't think it was. You're right.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really
I
pretty.
love it. We have to do that.
I know.
We each bought 4 skeins
Yeah,
for the
Oh yeah. so you
the
gotta
Jared
do
Flood.
something.
we're gonna do the
Striped.
Noro striped scarf.
Yeah.
The one by
I love that
what's
color.
his name? Jared Flood.
Jared Flood.
Jared
I
Flood?
just said it. You weren't listening.
Of course not.
You weren't paying
Just
attention.
busy
No one pays
talking.
attention to me because I
What?
talk so bloody much. Oh,
We turn
Caroline's
it
talking again.
So well maybe
I'm
that,
like the lady with the trumpet on, Peanuts. Wah,
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 wah, wah, wah, wah.
How many skeins of this do you have? I'll buy it off you.
No, I don't know. It looks like it was just. I don't know what that was doing
Just
there.
one?
It's not.
Because that's your Noro cubby?
yeah.
That's a Noro cubby right there.
I have.
Oh, look at it.
I know. I don't know what this guy's doing because see the rest of the Noro's over there.
She has 2.
2 Noro
Noro
cubbies. That's awesome.
I know,
like.
so
I
there
really,
might be a
really
second one
like
over
Yeah,
that.
there does look like there's a second one over
I
there.
don't know. This somehow.
So you have 2.
I have 2.
You want to share? No. No.
Do you want to give her both?
Want to give
So
me
her
both?
both? You want me to hold her down when you run out?
Okay. Woohoo!
I know.
That's
so
pretty.
there. This is my acquisition for. I know now.
Those are stash
Now
full.
what to make with it?
That's really
I've
nice.
got 2 balls.
All right.
Let me think.
Are we taking turns or do you want me just to go? I have
You go.
Let's take turns.
Okay.
Because we both have a lot, so we should
Okay, so I have already mentioned this
I'll
one, so
settle
I'll
in.
talk about this one. You'll settle in.
I'll settle in.
So
With my
remember,
sweater.
I talked about my friend Joe,
Yes.
and I went down to
Or Lewis,
his
whichever you
friend's
wanna call him.
booth, Dragon Strings.
Very
And this
pretty.
is what I bought.
That's
I had
pretty.
about 30 seconds to shop because Kathy texted me and said, Heidi's, your friend Heidi's here. And I had literally just walked downstairs. And so I ran in and I said, okay, I have like 30 seconds to, show me something pretty.
So
And
why
this-
that color?
Because I love this color. I love it, love it, love it. And it's called Phoenix Beak. It's a one-of-a-kind. 80 superwash merino, 20% nylon, and it's 400 yards.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna email her or look on her website and get her proper name. But it's dragonstrings.ca, and they are in Barrie, Ontario. Barrie, Ontario. And she was lovely, and Joe was
Now,
so
was she
fun.
the girl? Was she Wonder Woman on the roller skates?
No, but Wonder Woman was her friend and working in her booth
working in
too.
the booth too.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe they're partners. I don't know. I had 3 minutes, and I talked to Joe a little bit. But when Joe and I were hanging out, we were oogling yarn. So, we didn't.
As you do.
As you do.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
you made a good choice in like 30 seconds.
I did, didn't I?
That's
So
beautiful.
there's the
Lovely.
back of her
So
tag.
socks? Is that what that's going to
No,
be?
it's too nice.
Shawl?
Yeah.
You could. You
You,
could.
you know what? Wait until you see what else I bought, because I think that this will go beautifully with something else that I
something
bought.
else? Because
Yeah.
I was going to say you could do the 7-gram wrap with that.
Actually, I don't know, because I wanted to use a variegated kind of like that one. And
Yeah.
in fact, I was tempted to just make that shawl with that yarn. I was tempted to buy,
The kit too?
well, I don't need to buy the kit. I have the bag. But I was going to buy a skein of yarn.
Yeah, yarn. Okay.
You want me to end?
Well, you don't need to buy the kit because you have the shawl. So we could buy a kit together. And I could just pay her for the yarn. And you could have the bag.
Yeah.
That would work.
We'll figure
So if you guys want a kit, you better hurry up. Because
There's
we're going to
nothing
start...
wrong.
Because we're going to start buying them.
We're going to start disassembling them. But I love this.
That's beautiful.
Love it.
Can I feel it?
It's so beautiful. That color.
Ooh.
Isn't it soft?
Oh,
It's nice and soft. I know.
it
I like
is
yarn.
nice. Oh,
I'm a fan.
I'm a
of
big
yarn.
fan too.
that's a gorgeous color.
Mm.
One of a kind.
I have a selfie that Joe took
Nice.
at our booth of all of us.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And he put it on his Instagram page. He had like 1 follower, and he never uses Instagram. I think he'd even forgotten his password, but he put it on. So I'll have to find it. Isn't it nice?
Oh, it smells good too.
Yeah.
Okay, stop wiping your nose on my yarn.
Oh, I was inhaling the yarn. I was breathing in, not
Give it
out. Thank you
back.
very much.
Okay.
Give it back.
Breathing in the yarn.
I think. Oh no! Did I? Okay. Well, you keep going. I'm gonna look for a picture here.
Okay.
Keep. What's next?
Your
Or
turn.
you next?
Another Knitters Fair. So I didn't stray very far when I made purchases at the Knitters Fair. Basically, I turned and said, I want that from our own table. And so
We are our own best customers, aren't we?
we are. We really are.
Oh, look at that!
I know. I'm a big fan of these quilted bags. And so this one has gorgeous like zigzag stitching in between the panels.
These are the ones that Kathy made for our birthdays this year, and she made a few extras, and I still have. I have 1 or 2 left. They're in the shop. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2.
I don't even like the color red, but
Yeah.
I love this bag.
I like the lining.
The
on this
black
one.
and white and red.
Beautiful. It's
Because I'm not
beautiful.
a
That's
red
the
person.
lining.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
the
That's
lining.
cute.
I love looking at the line. The lining
Yeah.
is like a secret surprise.
It is, isn't it?
It's
Of course, you know what I did? I was telling somebody, oh, you have to check out the lining. Check out the lining at the fair. She opened it up, and it was one of the bags that we made with just a white lining. I'm like, oh no. Of course that would happen. You know, let me pick another bag. Anyways,
So,
very
yes.
nice acquisition.
I love bags.
So yeah, we Adrian and I enable each other. So she bought a bag. What? And Old Oak's yarn. Old Oak yarns. Old Oak yarns. The
only-
S is
only
on the yarn, not the oak.
Yes, 1 oak tree.
This deliciousness was a fair special.
That's right. And there are a few left, so they are for sale in my shop, but
This-
they won't be re-released.
This is a 75-25 merino nylon, 463 yards. It's massive. And the color is Vintage Vineyard. And I kid you not, this is gorgeous, this stuff.
Yeah, I actually grew up in wine country in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, and so there was vineyards everywhere that you couldn't throw a baseball without. Not that I ever threw baseballs, but if I had thrown one, I would have been able to hit a vineyard.
I love this so much.
And those are exactly
pretty.
the colors that I remember seeing in the fall.
So much. Oh, there's a dog hair on that one.
Mine are yours.
Mine. It looks like a golden retriever.
I'm usually pretty good about keeping
Adrian,
it
you really, this is so gorgeous.
Thanks. I had a
That
lot
is
of fun
really
dyeing that
nice.
one, actually.
Love it.
I had a lot of fun dyeing that one.
Love it. Yeah. As soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it. And in fact, I'm already thinking I want another one.
And what are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. Something nice.
So I found a picture.
Oh, you found... Oh, that's
That's
not
the one.
the picture
I
with
didn't
everybody.
I didn't have the group one. Oh, you're not going to be able to... Can you
I don't
handle
know.
it? Caroline and Joe.
Oh, it's
Or
totally
Lewis.
washed out. Lewis, there.
Can't really see.
No, can't see. It's too
Oh.
washed out. He had a handlebar mustache, and he kept twiddling it. It was so funny. He was a very, very, very nice friend. And I was wearing your shawl.
Yeah.
I was wearing the kitten
Look
shawl.
good on you.
Yeah. So that was so fun. That was such a great day. It was really a fun
That was a fun day. I really wish we were doing Woodstock.
Oh, we're going shopping.
But
with
we're going
this
shop-
stuff.
Yeah, that's why
I
I'm
know.
kind of glad I'm not in the shop, because now I'm like, I need to go shopping.
I know.
Yeah,
I
now
need to
we
make
are
up
going
for
to
Kitchener.
enjoy.
Yes, it
Yeah,
should be
going shopping.
a
We
fun
may
day.
we may have a booth next year at Woodstock. Maybe.
Maybe we'll see what we can do.
Because I
But-
like that we get to just wander around.
Yeah.
If you see us at Woodstock, please.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Flag us down and be like, oh my god,
But
there's this
that wasn't all
crazy.
you got.
No.
What?
Well, did you get more?
Not it.
Oh, not at Kitchener?
After Kitchener, you've done more shopping since?
Oh, honey.
All right.
Let me
Okay.
tell you what I have done.
Oh my god.
That's
What's
all-
that?
Oh, and this bag?
She bought that too.
I remember this bag.
Yeah. we would have seen this last episode. Kathy and Caroline made two, and then Kathy made herself a bag that she really liked and decided that she might sell this one instead. And before they could even think about putting it on the booth, I was like, damn!
She couldn't even finish her sentence. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Because it's your colors.
Yeah, I love it. So
Okay.
that was my other purchase.
So, two booths down from us in the other direction was a dyer named Essence of Autumn. And I had a peek at her stall the night before while we were setting up. And this one particular colorway that she had, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was only going to get one. But then I thought I needed to. Because I don't have close contact with this woman like I do with Adrienne. And I can just say, hey, I want another one of those. This was it. So, look.
Pretty.
What? This is called Koi Pond.
Oh.
It is
Lovely.
amazing. I'm going to open it up. So there's her card. Essence of Autumn. And this is 80 merino 20 nylon. Koi Pond. And I can't remember what her name was, but she was lovely. So I
really liked how they had their
She had a
display,
great
like this
display.
wonderful wooden.
So this is, I haven't even
stand.
done this yet. Oh, I'm going to take the tag off so I can really open it up.
That's pretty. Any plans for these two skeins?
No. Something good.
Pretty much the standard answer, right?
Something.
Something pretty.
Something pretty.
And that's why I've started buying two skeins, because I have been finding that I have been using things from my stash in these larger projects where you sort of pull things together and you think, oh, that'll work with that and that'll work with that, and loving it. Okay.
That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's very unlike anything I ever buy.
Yeah,
And
that's really not your
and
normal
that
colors.
is why
Totally my colors.
and that's why I splurged, because it was completely unlike anything I already have in my stash.
no pinks and purples. In
No
there.
pinks and purples.
No turquoise,
No,
really. There's some
there's a little bit, but
Some
but it's more of a
greens and-
greeny turquoise.
it's a greeny, blackish, brownish gold, and I was so drawn to it. I just loved it.
Well, it's beautiful.
It is. It's just gorgeous.
It would be something I would buy.
gorgeous. I have a feeling I'll make some kind of wrap with it.
Nice.
It's too pretty for socks, and I have
That's
two.
the-
I know.
Everything's too
I
pretty
think
for
my
socks.
socks
Everything's
should be pretty.
It's true. I know.
That's true. Yeah, socks need to be pretty.
And you
I
have two
love it.
skeins, so you could do
I have two
one in
skeins.
a shawl with a coordinating color, and then one for socks. Oh.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
your top and bottom.
Can you fix this?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Hat, mitts, and
Thanks.
socks.
I had a good day at the fair. It didn't take me long either. Took me like 10 minutes
Just,
total.
Well, that's all right. Well, if you like it, you like it.
I
Shouldn't
did.
have to
She
be a lot
loves
of
it.
coming and
loved
buying,
it.
right?
Loved it.
Good.
Thank you very much.
So is that the end of your?
That's the end of my fair buying. I have one more acquisition, but
You-
I
what
thought
do you
maybe
have?
I
Adrian
have
might.
lots. You know
You
me.
had that whole bag. That was a heavy bag.
Yeah.
Holy.
Settle in.
Yeah.
Get a drink.
I think my
See,
cheeks
this for me,
almost
this
unfroze.
is a lot of stash buying for me.
That is so beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, show your
Okay.
last one.
Really?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but
other ones
She's
will
got
take
a
you
whole
while.
bag.
I literally have a whole bag.
Okay. So last night when I was at Knit Stitch, Suzanne holds these knit along get-togethers, and she has knit night and blah blah blah, and I try to always buy a little something every time I go, because it's helpful to help keep the lights on, right? It's totally selfless of me to do this.
Of course it is. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Now, that is your color. I'm still shocked at why you have this.
I
'Cause
know!
It should be mine.
These are so my colors, and they're totally going to blow out, but it is like, remember my pink lemonade? It's similar to my pink lemonade. So this is more Woolenboon. Wicked pretty yarn for all, and this is the So Ranunculus colorway. It is pink with little hits of blue and darker pink and it's. Do you see at the bottom there? That's pretty true.
It's pretty.
Oh.
Any plans for these two skeins?
No, I just wanted them. I wanted
That is
them,
enough.
and I needed them,
And now you have them.
and now I have them.
And you can dream about them.
Yes, and
You
I
can
will
make
not be
them-
buying anything else. The next time I'll buy like a fat quarter of fabric. And that will help maybe someone flush the toilet there at Suzanne's Knit Stitch. That's about all that'll pay for. But anyways.
They're beautiful. Beautiful.
They're very,
Yeah.
very pretty.
All right, I want to see what's in this bag. This bag weighs like 50 pounds.
All right.
That is
so,
a lot of yarn.
numero uno.
Oh.
More.
So that's your monthly
This is my monthly
subscription,
club.
right?
Yep. So this is my Vesper Yarns Rainbow of the Month. This is the August colorway called Misty Mountain Rainbow. It's stripes and
Pretty.
speckles apparently,
Oh, it's really pretty.
but it's
That's
just
gorgeous. Look
That's
at the
good color,
yellow.
Yeah.
That
That's
looks
nice
great.
and bright.
Yes, it should be fun. I have lots of rainbows now. Like I didn't have a lot of rainbows in my stripy sock collection, and now I have an abundance of rainbows, and rainbows are awesome. So yes,
See, I thought you did have a lot of rainbow.
I had lots of stripes. I didn't have a lot of rainbow. Now
Yeah, but you belong to a rainbow club.
I have a lot of rainbow.
Okay.
Because I belong to a rainbow club. That was the
Because
entire
everybody needs rainbow yarn, right?
Everybody needs rainbow yarn.
And then the other club that I'm belong to currently is Black Cat Custom Yarns.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Out in Chilliwack,
That was your
BC.
birthday.
My
Yeah,
birthday
right?
subscription to myself. And so
Oh my god, that is totally me.
I know. Did you notice the moving of the yarn and the reaching and the
Did you see the? That was pretty
You
good.
can't possibly like that.
So this is September. So it's orangey, yellowy, mustard, and green, and black,
You
and a
must
little bit
really
of brown.
hate that so much that you have to,
There's no
Share.
shame if you don't like her choice of the
And
colorway.
that's a 70, 20, 10. Do you want to touch it? Can't do it.
Ooh.
I'll give it back.
Oh
my
I know
god,
you
that's
won't, but that's okay.
That's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And you're right, it's not really my colors, but that doesn't mean I don't love it.
Just like this. I love
That's
that.
It is beautiful. Oh my gosh.
That was nice.
It's this.
All right, keep them coming there, lady. What else
All
you
right.
got? Oh my god.
So there's a company called O-Loops in the States. Lydia, she has a podcast as well. She runs a Harry Potter knit-along every fall for 3 months, and it's gigantic. Last year I joined it for the first time. They sort you into houses, and you do like all these
that's fun.
challenges. I was an absolute miserable failure last year. I managed to get the October challenge done, and then nothing after that. I'm terrible at cows normally, but so she puts out an awful lot of Harry Potter themed yarns.
Okay, let's see.
I'm getting there.
Oh, I can't stand the suspense.
Suck it up, Buttercup. So
You're the one that has to edit this.
that's right.
She'll
It's
leave that in.
It'll be good. So I bought 2 more yarns, and so I was sorted. I'm back in Ravenclaw. I'm a second-year student. So this is
Oh my god.
the Leaky Cauldron.
Oh my god.
So it's
I love that.
brown and beige and multiple blues, and it's that's really true right there. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
gonna be fun.
Nice.
Little O-loops. O-loops. Hi, Lydia.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah. And then
I love this one. Oh my god.
this one is Quibbler. So it's
Oh.
black and baby blue and baby pink and mint green, and it's just so cute.
That's
It's
fabulous.
totally ridiculous.
That is so
It's
nice.
not even really my colors, but I had to have it for some bizarre reason.
Because it's not my colors either, but,
it's pretty. So the pretty
awesome.
things come home
Beautiful.
with me. So yeah.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to be attempting to participate in their Harry Potter knit-along thing. Let's see how well that lasts.
Gorgeous. Love
nice.
it.
I'm terrible at that sort of stuff, but I'll give it a go and see if I can earn my house a few points and whatnot. And then
They might kick you out.
no, it's fine.
They can't kick you out.
They can't kick me out. I just won't win any prizes, and that's okay. There's a company in the States called Simply Sock Yarns that sell nothing butt sock yarn. They're out of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
You've bought stuff from them before.
Yes,
Yeah.
several times. And,
As you do.
Yes.
you know, our birthday yarns came from there. The opals that I bought. That's where I got this from.
Okay.
And that's why I have to add a little, something extra to make the shipping work out. You know, that sort of stuff. And so it was their 12-year anniversary. Or it is their 12-year anniversary. So they were putting out a special, if you put in an order, you get a special tote. Wow. I don't need a whole lot of incentive to go shopping. So, number 1. I don't own any of this yarn yet, so I was very excited to buy a little Miss Babs. Oh my god. In irises. Look at that gorgeousness. Look. Slow-mo spin.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, it's like multiple purple, like grapey purples with some gray and sorry.
What was that?
That is amazing.
It's
That was
gorgeous.
really nice.
Gorgeous. It's crochet.
After you just
If I feel
rolled
it.
over. Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's really
And
nice.
then-
That's nice.
This skein, I saw one of their ads on Ravelry uses a picture of this skein, and I've been drooling over it for years. And so I finally bought South Beach.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at this.
Oh.
The green and the turquoise, and look at that purple. Oh, so excited.
Are these going to be more socks?
Probably. You know me and socks. Look at that loveliness.
That is
Sorry, I'm
awesome.
really excited about
know.
this yarn.
I know.
It's really
that's
pretty.
really nice.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh, super.
And then this one is just a dream. I bought myself a little leaf in the long grass.
Oh.
This is Storyteller, and it's this most
that's
brilliant
beautiful.
I love
denim-y blue color with lots
That's
of
nice.
lovely speckles and purples and blues and greens and oh, I loves it. I loves it.
Yeah.
That's
pretty.
really nice.
Nice, my pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really
pretty.
nice.
And then this is the tote that came with it. It's just a little canvas tote, nothing.
Oh, that's cute.
But it says, "Life is short, knit the yarn." And I said, "Heck yeah, knit the yarn."
You
So
said
yes.
buy the
I
yarn.
love this
Well,
one.
I gotta buy it before I'm allowed to
Well,
knit
that's
it.
true. That's
They
true. You
frown
gotta have
on me
it to
casting
knit.
on in the middle of the store. Excuse me, I gotta cast on right
That's
now.
beautiful.
So yeah.
That's
Oh.
nice.
So,
Good
yes.
choices.
Very nice.
You did well. You did really good.
I will say that September, middle of August, I tend to start to shop, and I don't recognize that I start shopping until all of a sudden the packages start arriving in mid-September. And it's usually retail therapy because of I'm sad about my mom.
Yeah.
But I didn't do as much damage as I did last year. Last year, I think I dropped probably close to $800 on yarn on retail therapy, and so that was a really rough year for me. I was much better this year. I only have two other schemes on the way, and that's it.
That's not so bad.
It's some self-striping that takes a little longer to get.
Not so
here.
bad. You know,
Yeah.
we don't do drugs.
That's right. Well, we do, but they're legal.
Cheaper than drugs.
No, it's not. Don't kid yourself. No, it's not.
So should I
But it
tell?
lasts longer.
Should I tell my my fair story?
Yes. I love this. She makes me giggles.
So, you know, before we started this podcast, I didn't watch a lot of podcasts. I listened to quite a few audio podcasts, which I really enjoyed, but I didn't watch a lot because I find with the audio ones, I can do a lot of work, whereas I get distracted very easily. So when I'm watching a podcast, I don't get a lot done. I watch a lot more podcasts now that we do this, and I've met a lot of people and I've made a lot of friends, and I also now I watch a lot of FlossTube videos as well. And so just keep that in mind when I tell you the rest of my story. So we're standing at the Kitchener Waterloo Knitters Fair, and you know, I'm doing my usual thing, and I was really the one spruiking for the group because these guys were really busy selling and talking and whatnot. So I was kind of, it's something that I'm used to doing. I've had several businesses in the past where we've had booths, and, to get people's attention, you have to speak up and you have to use your voice. And so you get this patter going, hey, do you watch knitting podcasts? Do you like knitting podcasts? We're a knitting podcast group. We're the Fiber Friends. We're from London. Hey, we're funny. We're funny. You want a card? And I'd give out the card. And so then we started, later in the day, I turned around and the people with the booth beside us have an alpaca farm. And we started chatting, and I said, yeah, hey, we've got a podcast, and we're funny. And he said, yeah, so I hear.
Over and over and over.
I said, well, get used to it. You're going to hear it again. Sorry about that. So then the booth gets a little quieter, and then there's a gentleman standing at the booth, and he's looking at the things, and he's got a really nice knitting bag on his arm. And, we come over, and I'm like, hey, do you watch knitting? Do you like knitting podcasts? We have a podcast in London, and we're kind of funny. And he just looked at me. And he's like, yeah, I have a knitting podcast. I'm like, oh yeah? Really? That's great. Cool. That's really cool. So do we. And he's like, yeah, I'm Eric, Sticks Plus Twine.
The founder of Rib Magazine, the whole thing? Yeah, the guest at
and I'm like, oh.
the Cozy Knitters booth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, guess you don't watch him, eh?
And I've been telling her since the very beginning, these are the list of,
People have been telling me, and I even said that to him. I said, oh yeah, oh my God, people have been telling me I should totally watch your show. And I'm
I did tell her.
Hey,
I promise I did
just
tell
keeping
her.
you humble. Just keeping you humble. So that's my start. Can you believe it? Can you believe I did that?
Yes, can.
Yeah, I can.
I'm like,
you can't watch it all. You can't know everybody.
Hey, we have a podcast. Do you like knitting podcasts? Oh my God! Who does that? I was humiliated, but it was super funny, and he was very gracious, and he was very kind. He was very tolerant, and then we had a little chat, and he had a beautiful fringe bag, and he had some nice yarn in his bag, and he was a very, very nice guy. But yeah, he doesn't know who the hell we are, and I didn't know who the hell he was. So hey, fair is fair, right? So
and somehow I missed all of this while standing like 3 feet away from him. And I would have recognized it.
It was hysterical. It was hysterical.
Hi, Eric.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Eric. If you watch this.
Yeah.
If someone tells you that we talk about you, this is us. Hi.
Oh, I totally followed him on Instagram after that, and I even made some comment. I'm like, oh, this is the girl who kept you humble in Waterloo or something. Anyway,
that's funny.
You made that. Now you follow him on Instagram.
Now I follow him on Instagram. Now I know who he is. So if I see him again, I'll know who he is. And then, of course, then I start seeing him all over the place on the Grocery Girls podcast, and then, they had posted a picture, the screen capture, and I'm like, oh, that's the guy. That's him. And I kept calling his podcast Sticks Plus Twigs. Like, that's not even the right name of his podcast.
Sticks funny.
Plus Twine. Eric.
Sticks Plus Twine.
Yeah. So, there you go. Anyway.
All right. Crazy.
Giveaways.
Giveaways, yes. Oh, before we get to the other giveaway, we have to mention something. I was going to give away 2 patterns from Gingy Knits.
Right.
That's right.
Because she is trying to raise money she needs to afford. Her father actually recently, he died a few days ago.
I'm so sorry.
So she has a lot of expenses. She is traveling back and forth from her home to Calgary, and she could really use a bit of knitterly love. So if you're able to at all afford a sock pattern, she has over 100 really amazing patterns, and I am going to be giving 2 away. We are going to do it properly this week and put up a link in Ravelry, and I'm really sorry that didn't happen last time. That's my fault. We're going to do that again. And also, Verena, our friend Verena has offered she would also like to donate one of her patterns as well. So there's going to be 3 patterns given away, 2 from me, 1 from Verena. And we'll do that properly this week. So that's the first giveaway that we need to talk about. The other one is...
Oh, we have multiple giveaways.
We got a lot.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, I got more.
You do?
I do. You know me.
She's always.
So you go first.
Okay. So this.
We're very excited about this one.
This is an exciting one.
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
So we have some dear friends that we might have mentioned already.
We talk about them all the time.
Codependent knitters.
Codependent knitters.
And our friend Dawn.
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
I'm going to open the bag. I'll be very careful because it's really pretty and packaged in here. Anyway, I'll show you the bag.
Yeah.
Dawn is making bags now. And she's got her shop is open on Etsy. And guess what? I was totally the first one to buy a bag.
That was so not fair
I
because
know.
they launched it in the middle of the workday.
I work from home.
You know what? When I saw
Not
Caroline
fair.
last night,
I'm so mad.
I said, so was I.
Thank you.
Because
I feel better now.
as I was driving this afternoon, I could hear my phone go ding, ding.
I know.
Ding, ding,
there were
ding,
like a million
ding,
texts.
ding. And I'm like, what the? It sounded like my phone, like, you know, it was like something I got sat on it and something was dinging. And
Okay, so here's her card.
I know, so I totally messed.
The Knits Best Thing.
Isn't she cute?
I love that name.
That is a great name.
And I love the font and stuff she used.
Yeah.
Like it's just so adorable on her.
Store and carry your projects in style. There you go.
Yay.
She's awesome. We love the Codependent Knitters.
Yes. We
There
do.
are girls. So I'm going to take the bag out and show you.
Oh, yeah.
Because how cute is that? Wait a minute. Did she put something else in here? Oh my God, she's got something else in here.
She's sneaky, that girl.
Giveaway winner. There's something a little extra in here. There's a card and some tea
Ooh.
and an
A
extra
stitch
stitch
marker.
marker. Look at that. Look at that, you guys.
Cute. Oh my goodness.
That's
Oh,
cute.
that
It's got
is
nice
cute.
pink.
Look at the
lining.
fabric.
I know
This is
those
really
beautiful.
nice.
So cute.
Beautifully stitched, Dawn. Excellent job. Ooh, very nice. There's a zipper pull on the top there. Her little, look, it's a dress. It's a
To
dress.
match.
It matches. Now, I watched her little video about when she launched her shop, and I think she's got a really clever idea here.
Yes.
With her markers, she puts the loop, she makes her loop a little bit, she puts a bigger loop on it, and you can use it as a stitch marker, a proper stitch marker on your needle, not just a progress keeper. So you can use it as either. And then a nice handle on the side. Very nice. And your tags are cute too.
I just want to say that
Lovely.
you might have been sale number 1, but I was sales 2 and 3.
She got 2 bags.
Yeah, because what I did was I went straight there and I bought one, and then I went and watched the video that they put up, and I was like, oh, and I went and bought something else.
Super cute, Dawn. So we have a giveaway. We are going to Dawn has given us a
generous.
bag to give away. So we should have a prompt. What should our prompt be?
Yeah,
if you
what-
want to win Dawn's bag. What do you think?
I don't know, surprise them in Ravelry. 'Cause I can't
Surprise. It's going to be a surprise in Ravelry.
think- which means we haven't
Check
thought of
us
it
out.
Yeah, we'll think of it after.
We haven't thought of it yet, but we'll come up with something good.
That's like
Cute.
So
We're
I'm
thinking
going to,
caps
sorry
on.
about all the crinkling. Crinkle, crinkle. I just want to be careful with it. Okay, good.
Beautiful,
Ta-da!
beautiful, beautiful.
perfect. Okay, so that's gonna go up on Ravelry. The 2 patterns giveaways.
3
gonna go
patterns.
up.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
3 patterns.
Yep. And
And you have something too.
that's quite a look in your eye.
Yeah, I have 3.
You have 3
3?
giveaways? How do you
So-
have 3 giveaways?
Because I'm awesome.
Why do you have to outdo us every single freaking time?
Because we're a team, and so we're doing this together. It's not
That's
about outdoing
right.
anyone else.
That's right. It's good. The more, the better, right?
Well, absolutely.
Okay, what do you have? What do you?
Sometimes what we need is just some basics, some neutrals.
Oh, I
So-
love that.
This is, I'll take it out of the bag.
I actually
This is
have all
Knit
of that.
Picks
I like
Stroll
that. Yeah.
Fingering. These are little 50 gram
Awesome yarn.
50 gram balls.
Heels
So
and toes.
that's right. So
No, color work mitts.
Ooh, colorwork
There's
mitts.
all
Is that
sorts
the
of-
dove? I love this one. I love this
yes,
one. Love,
the
love,
dove
love.
heather,
Nice.
the black, and then this one is obviously white.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
that'll
nice.
be pretty together.
Very nice.
This is one prize.
That's really nice.
I have enough for 3 prizes of
God.
3 balls.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So one of them will win. It's the dove, the black, and the white, and then another. These 2 are all
Can I win that?
no.
Oh, I love that one.
This is ash, so it'll be ash, dove, and white are the other two.
Ooh. Nice.
Ooh, those are nice.
That's pretty.
Ooh. You could put those 3 together.
Absolutely.
You can do all sorts of stuff. So,
Good
we
giveaway.
are full of giveaways today.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
Yay. I love giveaways. Yay. Woohoo.
Giveaways.
Okay. Are these all going to be on Ravelry?
Everything's on Ravelry.
Everything's on Ravelry. But there's going to be separate entries.
Yes.
You have to actually do some work. You have to enter yourself in
For all of these wonderful
all
prizes.
3 different prizes.
Yep. So I'll have a different
Awesome.
prompt for these ones. So
Oh, that's
All
really
right.
good. Very nice.
yeah,
Awesome. So that's it for that.
yeah, that's it.
That's
Are we
all
ready
right.
for shop updates? We're already at like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Shop updates.
No one is going to watch the shop updates because they turned us off like half
They're
an hour
not.
ago.
This is like the super best part. Now we get to see what you got for bags.
Well, true. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is the kit.
Ah, yes.
Ta-da! Oh, my
fabulous
word,
kit.
you guys. So we launched our kit at the Kitchener-Waterloo Knitters Fair. And this is how we've packaged it up. So I'm actually not going to unpackage this to show you guys again because there are enough pictures of it all over. And a huge shout out to Naughty Thistle, the Naughty Thistle. Hi! Hello! And thank you so much. She, believe it or not, this I found shocking, did an unboxing video of
First
our
unboxing.
kit.
That sounds weird.
That's fine.
Yay! It was very sweet.
I know,
couldn't
Thank
believe
you
it.
so much.
Thank you so much. And when you watch her video, you'll totally be able to tell she's Canadian because she sounds just like us. It's so funny. I loved it. And I loved her video and she was so kind. So yeah, she said nice things about our kit. She liked it. So we'll put up a link. And if you are curious to see the kit being, you know, how it comes and what you get and all that good stuff, then you can go and watch her video.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
Louise is wearing the shawl that she designed. And this is the yarn.
I can't do it proper modeling. It's my
I'm
model
trying
pose.
very
I know
hard.
my model pose.
So pretty. And the bag is a tartan.
It's
A classic
Beautiful.
tartan. We have a few left in the shop. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. Get them now.
Love it.
Because
That's it.
oh,
Then they're gone.
I have to say
We are already working on another mini
Love this.
kit and our Christmas kit.
yes.
So we are on the move. So if you still want in on fall,
Better hurry.
better hurry.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to do the rest of my stuff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have some bags that are going to go up in the shop this week. I'm going to have them up by the time this podcast goes live. These are a few of the things that I brought back from Kitchener. First of all, the big bags that we have that Kathy and I have been making. Kathy made an extra one of one that she made for herself.
This is the one with the handles?
This is a handled bag, and there's only one. But I'm gonna put it up in the shop and see whether people are interested. So this is the sheep fabric. We have a drawstring bag made with the same fabric, and aren't they cute? So the handles are twill. The bottom is twill. It has a nice print on the inside with a swirl, and it's green. We've
I like
also
that.
we've put an O-ring on the side, little attachment. Oh, I love it. So it is an amazingly sized bag. It's
Yeah.
massive. So this is a blanket bag, blanket or Aran weight fisherman sweater. That's how big it is. So big size, and we think they're fairly reasonable for the price, for the amount of work that goes into this size. Work and materials.
So
The straps take a fair bit of time, and it's a quality product. So there's that. That's going to be up. And then we have a whole bunch of new wedge totes. So I've brought some of the ones that are going to be up. There
We
will be
haven't
more.
seen these
I've only
yet.
brought some of
Ooh.
them.
let's
So
see this fabric.
this is, I only have one of these left. This is it, because the other two are sold. So it's yarn balls, knitting needles,
How
red
Every
bottom
knitter needs to have one of those.
with a green. This one has the strap handle on it. I can't remember the lining on this one. Oh, it matches the handle. Ta-da! So, cotton bat. These are all cotton bat. I have one or two. I think I have two left of these.
Oh,
These
those
are quilted.
pretty.
These are a quilted bag. These are strip pieced and quilted cotton bat, a nice light blue twill, tab and bottom. The inside is just a cream. This might have been the one that I said, oh, wait till you see the inside. It's cream. But you know what? All the bling is on the outside of this bag. And the other thing that I brought today, the only other thing I brought today, because it's getting to be that time of year, we have some Halloween bags in the shop. And they're so fun. They're so cute.
Everybody needs a Halloween bag.
This is the first one.
These
are all medium wedge totes.
I love that one.
Yeah,
I like the pumpkin.
Shocking.
And we have
this one's adorable.
Monsters.
Look at those monsters.
Monsters.
They're so cute.
I love this guy. Kathy's favorite is Cousin It. Down here.
Flip it over.
Whoop.
I like the bat.
I like his googly eyes.
I know.
He's so cute. And the fabric on the inside is an orange.
Ooh, fun.
I know. Isn't that cute?
I like it.
And then ghosts. Little cute spooky ghosts.
Cute, cute.
Black twill, tab, black zip, and again the same orange fabric on the inside. Yeah.
Oh, those are fun.
So cute. Love it. So
People who love Halloween.
happy Halloween, folks. There you go. That's it for me. Shop
Awesome.
update.
Speaking of Halloween,
What are you?
I have a handful of my Halloween
Oh.
sock sets.
Oh.
Kathy bought that.
Yes. I know.
She started it, and it's really
It's
cute.
really pretty.
Yeah, it's really, really
So
cute.
it's a skein of witch's wardrobe with an orange tastic mini to go with it.
Oh, I love that. And look at your progress keeper.
Little witch on a broomstick.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then she's already shown this. I didn't know she was going to do that.
Well, I bought it.
I know. Well, you never know. Things get
Vintage Vineyard.
Vintage Vineyard. Yep.
Get it while you can.
Yep. There's only a handful left in the store.
And she means it when she says she's not making it again.
That's right.
I've tried to talk to her about that. But...
I know. And then this is one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that.
I've got it caked up, and I'm going to be casting this one on soon.
Oh.
This is ink smear.
Will you be making this one again?
Yes.
Because I want some of this.
There are
Yeah, I
several
want
in
some
the
of
shop,
this.
but yes, I will be making this. This is going to be a regular in my shop.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's nice.
I love it.
It's so cute. It's just lots of grays. Love it. And it's super speckly when you cake it up.
Oh,
it's very
look at
cute.
that. Look at it.
It's very pretty.
I love that.
And last but not least, because we're all unicorns and lollipops, right?
Unicorns and lollipops.
So we actually have some unicorns and lollipops.
I love
A
this
Fiber Friends
colorway.
unicorn and
It
lollipop.
took me a while, but I got there.
Oh,
That is so
big-
fun.
that
Big
is
pops
good.
of pink and purple with little speckles of yellow and green and turquoise
Oh.
and orange.
That is so fun.
You did
Yeah.
good on that. That's,
Thanks.
That's fun.
That's really fun.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
Love it.
Yeah. So cute. Like, look at all those little
That's-
speckles on the end.
Yeah.
That's so
Little
pretty.
speckles, little speckles. Yeah, it's so fun.
I love it.
So that will be an intermittent one in the shop. It'll be in there and then it'll be gone for a while and then it'll come back. And so if it's there, grab it.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, and that's it. There are there's actually the shop is quite full right now, which is really nice. There's lots of stuff there and
So people should just go take a look and
They should
browse, and same with you, right?
Thank you
Check
to
the
everyone
bags.
who, supports our shops and buys
Yes.
Louise's patterns.
Thank you.
It is incredibly appreciated, your support of our little shops and your support of this video and the fact that, we put this crazy thing together
and you
because
put up with us.
you put up with us. We genuinely,
today.
I know we were very good today, actually.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Hopefully you're still watching because, we were, I don't know, did you think we were boring
Less
today?
funny.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I don't know.
It's your fault.
Less funny.
She told us to be serious, so.
Less, I could blow the
Yeah.
fart gun again.
I think my smile.
You're almost
Hey,
there. You're
much
almost
improved.
I
there.
can feel, yeah. I'm
You're
not.
almost there.
I'm not so much frozen. Just
Too
now.
funny.
We love doing this. We really, really love doing
It's a
this.
lot of fun.
It's a ton of fun. On the other side of the ton of fun is a lot of work. So thank you for showing us the
Fun
love,
work,
subscribing,
right?
subscribing, liking the
Commenting.
video,
Love it.
commenting. That is
Yeah.
all really helpful to us to sort of get the word out there and help our little,
We should say a shout out to all
a
the
little
people
podcast that grew.
who have said hello, welcome.
Yes.
And introduced themselves in the
Yeah.
Ravelry group.
Yeah.
I think the last person I read was Sarah, I think.
Yes. And we met her at the Kitchener
That's
fair.
right.
We met her at the
Yeah.
fair.
So it's so fun being able to
I know. It
meet
really
people
is. It
and
really
chat.
is. And that reminds
it's
me,
great.
actually, on Ravelry, I sent a message, or I wanted to know how to pronounce her name.
Oh, yes.
She had made a comment that she liked how I said it because it was cute, but it was very wrong. Not that she was correcting me. She wasn't correcting me. And I said, I actually really want to know how to say it properly. And I still think I'm probably going to butcher it.
Okay, so how do you say it?
You're supposed to say the beginning. It's spelled Aase. And I was saying Isa, and I think I tried Asa as well.
I was saying Asa.
I think it's Asa. Now, here's what we were wondering, because we're Canadian and we say Austria like ah, but do German speakers say ow, like Austria? I don't know. So maybe her name is Ausa and not Asa.
Asa. Oh,
Isa,
no.
Asa.
We're still mixing
We
up.
love you.
Asa.
Thank you for putting up with us. Hope you're still watching.
Okay, so we should say awesome.
Asa.
Asa.
Asa. She's awesome.
She's awesome. That's a good way. We can remember that. It's an awesome name.
It is so fun.
Awesome.
I love doing this.
All right, we've been rambling for a long time.
Oh my
now.
God! 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Bye. We'll see you in 2
soon.
weeks.
See ya.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Happy knitting.